Alright, a few slots open here. In the event that we don't fill up, I will be moving folks around. Just be advised. For those of you who are new, we do have a nickname requirement, but since that also includes your party membership, do be advised that your party might change based on raid needs. Okay. So I might be moving folks around. Bravo and Charlie, you're most likely not going to be. Oh, hold on, let me check. Yeah, you're not going to be moved around. No one should be moved around out of Bravo and Charlie, unless some kind of exceptional thing happens. But go ahead and start doing your pre-planning in your parties. Get some of that stuff out of the way if you know what to talk about. If not, I'll give you guys instructions in a bit. For convenience sake, if this is all the people we have, Delta is going to be the short stack since you're already at 7 people, and then I'll just break up Foxtrot if necessary. But don't move just yet, because I'm not going to start organizing until 45 after, so we'll wait, see if anyone else joins, and if not, we'll start moving people around at 45. Make as many full parties of 8 as we can. That does happen from time to time, Thalia. Sometimes people will get their OCE out of the way, or their DRS out of the way on the OCE run because like that's their only available day. I don't know. I don't really have feelings about the lag, to be honest, because it's like we can't do anything about it, right? That's like hating the rain. You hate water if you're out in the rain. Like that doesn't make sense to me. So Like I can't control the rain, so why have feelings about it? What I do is take measures, right? If it's raining outside, I bring an umbrella, or I wear a raincoat or something, right? Or I just accept getting wet. If I'm gonna play on OCE, I uh, I know I'm gonna have lag, so I need to modify my behavior and set my expectation accordingly, right? Because like I can be over there and choose to have a miserable time and just like constantly be complaining about lag and be like, oh, the lag, oh, I got snapshotted, oh, I got killed at, Trinity Seeker because the lag is like, no, you know the lag is going to happen, so you need to react accordingly, right? So yeah, it is an extra burden on folks connecting from a little bit further away from whatever data center we're plugged into, but that's the reality, right? Nothing moves faster than the speed of light. So it's like we can't really do anything about that. Oh, Syntax taking some vacation, nice. Hope you enjoy yourself whenever that happens. Forty after, so in a few more minutes, we'll start consolidating here. If we don't fill those slots up. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I don't go on vacation. Well, I mean, I'm pretty much like, I don't know. I don't want to say like I'm constantly on vacation, but like I'm not, like I'm doing what I want to do. So like I don't feel the need for a vacation. I also live in Vegas. If I wanted a vacation, I just go down the street and then remind myself why I don't take vacation, because it's like I don't really enjoy it. Your vacay is, yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunately, a lot of folks are in that boat. Although, if you wanted to do like DRS in a challenging environment, then I can see taking your laptop with you on vacation and then be like, I wonder if I can be in a raid while I'm in this situation, like at a cafe. I don't know, something like that. Yours is a cafe. Oh, I've done that. See, I've I have that checkbox marked. I've led a raid from hotel Wi-Fi during FanFest here in Vegas. I tried. Wasn't it was we had a raid. A raid did happen, and we eventually I think we cleared. But it was not thanks to me. Security came through, and they were like, "You gotta move, man." We're like, "All right, fine." DRS LAN party. Next time there's one in Vegas, we'll see. We'll see. I'll rent like or well, not rent. Like I can't afford that myself. I need to raise money for it, or like charge a ticket or something. I don't, man, I don't want. But yeah, I don't know. I'll try to. It will be a good excuse to learn how to do that at least. So I don't know. We'll see. Just charge a fee to cover like renting the room out for a period of like 2 or 3 days. I don't know. And then I have to get staffing too. And then I have to figure out how to pay them. Oh gosh. But it would be a good it'll be a neat thing to learn how to do. Alright. Just under 2 minutes. Or maybe 1 minute and change, I don't know. Is Foxtrot getting deleted? Yeah, probably. Oh, Alice here. Alright, nice. Any volunteers for Solo Survivor? Actually, did someone say something earlier? Now I gotta go through all this text shit. Okay. I think someone said they were interested in short stack already. Let me look here. I'm not seeing it. Okay. I thought I saw it, but maybe I'm thinking of yesterday. Short stack volunteer. Alright, bang energy. Emotional support. Alright, 45 after. I'm gonna open up all these slots. It looks like we are short a couple healers, a couple tanks, but we have enough for quorum, so I'm not super worried about it. But the folks who are joining will be pseudo tanks and healers, since all of our like normal DPS slots are full. We're gonna take out one player per job as well. All right. So we're back up. I got Karis. Hello. Oh. No healers in Echo. I'll fix that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Since I did say we're gonna start compressing at 45, it's already 47. Let's have Eludia less recta from Echo. Go ahead and join Foxtrot. Oh, Lana Kirayo. What job are you? Your DPS dragon. Okay. Actually, let me tell folks to go into voice. I appreciate you. All right. Looks like Echo has a healer. I'll be breaking Echo up though. Let's have let's see here. Where's Bang? Bang is in Echo. We'll keep you in Echo. There's gonna be 2 people in the short stack. All right. Let's have Ace Sumigumo in Alliance since you're relatively new, or Alliance Alpha, excuse me, since you're relatively new. We're gonna be breaking up Echo. Yep. All right, Melanie, let's have you in. Uh, let's have you in Alpha as well. And then Nethrissa, let's have you also in Alpha, and that should round out. Or actually, hold on before you do that. Oh, that's gonna be 8. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be 8. All right, Nethrissa, let's have you in Delta, please. You can round out that party. And then Lana, just go ahead and join Foxtrot. And it's looking like Bang and Silver Coco will be the short. Yeah, Silver, I don't think you're gonna have a problem. Well, I don't think you're gonna have a problem, but do let me know if you do have a problem in Echo. And if someone else wants to volunteer to be in the short, then you can honor that. All right. Okay. We're getting more. You might get a full team. I don't know. People might come off the bench. All right, but yeah, Echo team, just figure out your game plan for survival. Right. Foxtrot, figure out who is pseudo tank, pseudo healer, because you only have one of each. So let's make sure that you have like a DPS to provide some level of secondary slash backup stuff, mitigation, utility, all that stuff. Delta, you have 2 tanks, no action required. All right, no action required from the rest of the team. Okay, so yeah, just Foxtrot, figure out your game plan for pseudo tank, pseudo healer. I don't need to know who it is. Just make sure you guys have a plan just in case your tank goes down, your healer goes down. Yeah, that's that. Healers and pseudo healers. Once the pseudo healer and Foxtrot gets decided, have a discussion while we're out here in party chat while we can trade fragments and stuff. Who's going to be primary Spellforge? Who's going to be primary Steel Sting? If you need fragments, speak up in Alliance chat. It's not a Lego Steppers policy that we like give out frags, but there are plenty of people here who do just like to do that kind of thing. So if you don't speak up, we can't like potentially help you. So just let us know if you're missing stuff, right? Even if it's like a care or something like that. All right. Tanks, have a discussion in your party chats. Decide who is going to sack first. In the situation that you got 2 dead green icon healers, you don't want to be in a situation where the 2 tanks are just kind of like not talking. They're doing that like standoff. like a midwest, like a western. You're looking at each other. It's high noon, and you're like, who's gonna move first? Like, let's not do that here, because that's like time lost if you guys start doing that. Okay, so have a discussion out here in party chat. Decide who is going to use their lost sacrifice first in the event that you need to get a green icon teammate up for so that they can heal our LB3 and get everyone rezzed. Okay. All right. Thank you. Wind up. All right. I see the healer chat in part in alpha. So good. Thank you for that. Actually, no. What I normally say here is have a full okay, with regards to the healer conversation, have a full conversation just to make sure that we eliminate any source of confusion. If you're one of the healers or pseudo healer perhaps, and you're like, I'm gonna bring Steel Sting, your co-healer, co-pseudo healer should actually say, I'm going to bring Spellforge. Okay, spell it out so that there is zero confusion. We don't want to be in front of the queen and be like, oh, I thought you meant this, right? So just be very clear about what you're trying to do and what you like, or what you understand uh you're you're volunteering for. Okay, so if your healer is just saying okay or not responding at all, insist on the full response. All right, let's leave zero room for doubt that your healer, co-healer, teammate, co-pseudo healer is indeed bringing the complementary buff. Okay, between the two healers or the healer and pseudo healer, or just like in the short stack, just two members in general, you guys should be bringing Steel Sting and Spellforge. One of you should be responsible for one, the other person responsible for the other. But you do have, as part of the required holsters, like the other action in your holster as a backup in case your healer teammate goes down and they can't actually like give out the Steel Sting Spellforge. All right. So, yep. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for clarifying in Alliance or in Party Chat Alpha. Yeah, I appreciate that. Just a little extra information up front prevents a lot of like mishaps from happening on the inside. So appreciate you guys following along there. All right, Reindeer is calling Rend and Bat Queen. Okay, I'll note you down for Rend 1 then. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these duties assigned. So I'm looking for another melee DPS to volunteer for Rend. I'm looking for 2 individuals to volunteer for Trap Sweep. You're going to bring a single Lost Perception, and then you're going to be using it when I give you the instruction to do so. Sweep 2 will be before Trinity Avowed. Sweep 3 is after. All right, Ren 2, Arha Isaac, thank you for volunteering. All right, I do have you noted as Ren 1 and Ren 2 Reindeer and Ara, respectively, but have a conversation between yourselves. Just make sure that you're both on the same page as to who's doing their lost Rend when. Okay, it doesn't really. You don't have to go by 1 and 2 if there's like a preferred order you want to go in. Just make sure you have a discussion. All right. See here, sweeps, shells. All right, cool. So I see sweep 2, sweep 3. Bang Energy Sweep 2, Lana Kirayo Sweep 3. Thank you for volunteering. Hiroko Malis for TA Shell. Alright, let's get a Queen Shell volunteer. Someone's gonna give out Shell before we engage the final encounter in the dungeon. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, Sunday's not here, so not gonna get a whole lot of response. All right. Let's. All right. So I'm gonna pick I'm gonna just volunteer someone to bring Shell. I'm going to roll a 44-sided dice. Okay, never mind. Wind up got it. Okay, so wind up. You're gonna bring Shell after, and you're gonna use it after the Queen. All right. Appreciate you volunteering for that. she said she's gonna watch on stream or something, so I don't know. Anyone, any caster running Flare Star? If you are, please speak up. We only want one, a maximum of one, but 0 is also fine. I'm not really super insistent. You'll allow me to use the squeaky voice. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Luran. Appreciate you. Yeah, any caster doing Flare Star, please speak up. I am not tracking a Flare Star user, so I'm gonna put none here. If that changes, please let me know so we don't have like more than one person carrying like a 25 weight thing that they're not gonna use or whatever. But unless I'm advised otherwise, I'm not expecting to see Flare Star. Similar with Banish, if anyone's bringing Banish, please let me know. Otherwise, we can go in with no Banish. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. The BLM, which BLM? Did someone claim it? Oh, Mileni. Okay. I see here. Yep. All right. So Mileni Jagadok is gonna run Flare Star. All right. So appreciate the heads up there. I wasn't tracking it earlier. All right. Gusso. Uh. Elilmas will be running Banish. All right. So no one else should be running Banish. And that only really affects the Phantom. So yeah. All right, I'm not gonna fight it. If someone wants to bring Banish, then fine. If not, no big deal. All right, we're almost full, so we're just gonna go in as far as Slime Golem split goes. We're just gonna go in Alpha Bravo Charlie Slimes, Delta Echo Foxtrot Golems. Golem side should have enough people to do their thing, so yeah. Where's Thalia? Is Thalia in Golem side today? No, I don't think you are. All right, we'll just send Thalia over to Golem side to provide. Okay, I see you in Bravo. Thalia, you're gonna temporarily join Golem side when we go in. Just make sure to provide perception support when they execute their stuff over there. Oh, someone from General is on the way. Okay. And then Thalia is BRB for a few. All right, when Thalia gets back, I need to let them know. Okay, Thalia, welcome back. You're gonna go temporarily to Golem side to provide perception support, just since you're gonna have perception slotted in already. Okay, yeah, just making sure you're aware. All right, and then we don't need to swap anyone because we'll just go in 23 on Slime side. Should be fine. Should be fine. Knock on wood. Actually, hold on. Let me take a look. Yeah, we should be okay. We should be okay. I get a little iffy if we have like less than 24 when you're doing room strap, but we should be fine. All right, I'll just try to put 2 really strong DPS in the room. Melanie and like someone else. We'll see. All right. So let's start. Ready checking here. If you are not ready, go ahead and. Oh wait, one more thing. Slime and Golem lead. Almost forgot. Let's see, Golem side lead. I kind of want to have Quit lead Golem side. Been here enough. I think you know how to. You know what you need to do. Can you take Golem side? Quit. Let's try to get the experience out there of leading a group. You can delegate your mic. All right. Okay, yeah, delegate then. But Quit's gonna be in charge. They don't have a mic, so Quit's going to probably delegate like briefing or something to someone who does have a mic. But yeah, Quit will be kind of a decisional authority on Golem side league because I'm not gonna be there when we first do our split. So, uh, Quit's job as Golem side lead is not necessarily to like be the sole source of information. Just make sure a strat is discussed. You yourself don't need to discuss the strat or do the call outs or anything. Just make sure between the yourself and your other teammates on Golem side that you're all operating on the same plan, that no one is confused as to what you need to do, and then run a ready check and let me know when you guys are good to go over there. All right. And on Slime side, I will call Slime side unless someone wants to practice calling out. So actually, is Fopta here? Fopta, do you want to or can you take Slime side again just to get you more experience? All right, cool. Yeah, let's have you get back in the saddle here. All right, cool. I am not tracking any GDPers. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. So I'm gonna put none here. If that changes, please let me know. All right, now I'm gonna start ready checking. As far as slime and golem side execution, I am tracking 6 tanks on slime side and 5 tanks on golem side. So plenty of healers. So you guys, we should both sides should be set for executing any sort of strat. All right, AC, let us know when you're. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, just go ahead and drop a word in Alliance chat. Let us know when you're ready. For everyone else, take this time if you need to, if you want to get up, go make coffee, get some water, use the bathroom, whatever you need to do to get comfortable. And we're gonna be going in once we're all 45 out of 45 ready. Yeah, we got an AFK and Alpha as well. All right. Yeah, when you looking for a like a back from or ready from Ace and wind up whenever you guys are good to go. But yeah, we're gonna be somewhat committed here for the next couple of hours, 4 hours at least. So, or 4 hours at most, rather. My bad. Not at least, at most. Worst case scenario, 4 hours. Yeah. But do you need? Oh. I mean, there's gonna be a point where you don't need to bring solemn clarity if you, or I don't know, maybe you will if you don't get any raise a sucker. But yeah, you might not use it. The solemn clarity really is only for queen soft and rage. If shit is hitting the fan and we're seeing soft and rage, that's when I'll advise healers to slot in and prepare their solemn clarity. That's what that's for. Because healing that, like if you're the only healer alive and your cure forecasters are dead, you're gonna want to like pump it with solemn clarity. But it's very likely that you will not use it, so you don't need to have a whole bunch in the cache as a healer. You have one healing ray. Yeah, as long as yeah, one healing rays are nice to have. It's not strictly required. Rays in general, not strictly required. Sorry, is there a question? Oh, I forgot to mention this earlier, but make sure that your nickname is meeting the requirements to participate. This is how we know that you read the requirements, you understand your responsibilities as a team member here, and that you're communicating. You're going to follow all instructions, and not just some of the ones that you agree with. So make sure you update your server nickname to meet those requirements, and that's how I check if you know what you're doing and you're following instructions. If you don't know how to do that, or if you're otherwise confused as to the like the instructions that are given in requirements to participate, please let me know somehow. All right, let us know. We know that not everyone speaks English, so just if that's the case for you, you're having trouble understanding. Uh, Please advise us just so we know what to expect, right? But in voice chat, Lim, please update your nickname. Super fantastic. Please update your nickname, and Vandaloo Zakart, please update your nickname to meet the requirements to participate. I always forget to chat. Why do I? I don't know why I do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see, Alpha should have 8 of 8. We have 7, so someone's missing from Alpha. Who's missing from Alpha? Two. One of the DPS. Oh, Leo. Oh, no, never mind. There you are. Okay, 8 of 8 Alpha. Alright. Bravo, 8 of 8. Nice. Charlie is 7. There's a missing DPS from Charlie. Who is it? Crow Jane. Alright, is Crow Jane in voice chat? You are? Okay, I'm not seeing you here in the voice list. Make sure your Discord nickname meets the requirements, because that part of that allows us to like be able to like track who's disconnected. If you get disconnected, if you ask a question in voice, right, like we'll know who you are, what your role is. So but it's also a check. It makes it helps us like check if you actually read the instructions and you know what you're supposed to bring. You're working on it? Okay, cool. Yeah, if you're working on it, then that's fine. And then Vandaloo Zakart, let's see. Let's continue checking here. Delta, 8 of 8. Short stack is... Alright, there we go. Thank you. Alright, cool. So thank you for updating, and then I think I saw someone else update here. Alright, Crow Jane, nice, very good. Okay, looking good. I'm gonna run a ready check again. Yeah, Melanie should be carrying C4. I don't see why they wouldn't. No, there's a question in party chat. Just replied in voice. My bad. Yeah, that's like I've decided not to really worry about it. Flare Star C4, it's not optimal, but like I'm not worried about optimal. We usually clear like regardless. Like we'll clear with a bunch of dead people. I don't see why I have to optimize Flare Star anyway. All right, 45 out of 45. We are ready to go. Here, take us out of PF. All right, here we go. I am queuing us in. Go ahead and click commence. If you're all tabbed out, please all tab back in. Go ahead and click that commence button, and let's get the show on the road. I mean, yeah, okay. Some like we do need to do things correctly with like burst and stuff. Otherwise, we'll hit enrage. But like, it's it's it usually doesn't happen. Like really, the thing that will make us hit enrage is like if we have like half the raid dead. And like sometimes that does happen. You know, that's just part of any prog. That's the magic of any prog. Any prog is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, right? All right, welcome to DRS. Once again, I'm your host, Nacl Free. Thank you for taking time out of your busy weekend schedule to hang out with us here on Lego Steppers with me as your host. I will do my best to make effective use of your time. All right. So that's it. When the gates go up, please do not jump on those glowing circles. Those are one-way teleports, and that will take you away from the only cache in the instance. Excuse me. You ever try to say like 15 words all at the same time and just gibberish comes out? Yeah, that happens to me a lot. All right. So, make sure you use your lost actions, or make sure you slot in your lost actions. Be careful about like maneuvering around here, by the way. Please don't jump by accident. All right. Use your pure essence. Get a re-raiser buff on. If you already, if you're giving like lost re-raise to someone, make sure your target knows and acknowledges that you're going to give them re-raiser, because we don't want you like giving a lost re-raise and then just like they lose a feather because they don't realize they have it. Okay. So just do a courtesy check with your whoever you're going to give lost re-raise to, if you're going to give it out. Right. But yeah, go ahead and everyone use a single instant, or use a single essence, of pure essence of your job, of your role, whatever that is. I am not expecting to see Templar on any healers, so please don't do that. Uh, Make sure you use a re-raiser, and then once you've done that, go back to the cache and load your holsters all the way to the full. Okay. Make sure you do not walk away from the Lost Finds cache with anything less than a completely full holster. If your maximum capacity is 99, you should be bringing 99 worth of stuff, right? If you walked away at 97 or 98 out of 99, please come back to the cache and fill those remaining open spots up. We have Resistance Potion is one weight. That'll give you a server tick regen, right? That can be useful in certain situations. Light Curtain is also one weight. That can give you a 10-second reflect. One-time use, very useful at the Queen. It helps out if you don't know what else to put in that slot. But having absolutely nothing in a slot will not help you. Okay, empty space in your holster, you cannot click on that. There's no like performance bonus for having lightweight in your holster. There's no like encumbrance model here. So just pack your bags as full as you can get them. You might not use all the tools in your pocket, but having nothing, you definitely will not use like an empty slot, right? So make sure you guys pack accordingly. Gonna do the thing. I want to see you get through Queen without dying. Like I want to see that first. I'm not trying to like be mean. I just want to see it. Yes, yes. I want to see you know. I want to see you know death with my own eyes before you do it. I'll let you do it if you can do that. All right. How did I betray you? When did I promise you you can do that? I didn't promise you anything, man. I'll let you do it, but you need to know Death Queen first. Did I? Okay, you know what? No, you know what? You're right. I did say that, didn't I? Now I'm remembering. Okay. All right, yeah. Since I said it, you're gonna be tanking Queen then. I got the disrespect holster in my pocket, so if you want to go damage Deirdre, then you can go damage. I will definitely make sure you don't die to cleansing slash. I like how excited you are. All right, right. Yeah, thank you for holding my feet to the fire. I don't like going back on my word, so thank you for reminding me that I did make a commitment last night. No, well, yeah, I was like, I know she's working on mastering the entire dungeon, but like I wasn't sure which fights that she's gone no death on. It's all right, man. Like I'm not perfect. I recall things poorly. Make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I make mistakes too. All right, yeah. Let's get calls of our sweeps and shells. Sweep 2. Let's see. Sweep 3. Thank you. Let's get TA and Queen Shell called out. Yeah, that's fine. You're not asking to tank Avowed, so I'm not. That's fine. All right, TA Shell in pocket. Very good. Queen Shell. Thank you for the reminders. All right. Keep in mind, folks, there is a 5 minute or not 5 minute, 10 minute anti AFK measure implemented in this dungeon. If you don't like move your controller, move your character, or say anything in any chat box for more than 10 minutes, the game will mark you with a comfy red chair next to your name, and it's gonna put you on that chair in Gangos. All right. You will no longer be with us if that happens. You're gonna get kicked out for being AFK. If that happens, I am not going to get out of this instance, pick you up, and have us reprog all the way to where we were, right? So I know red chair can be comfy, but try to stay alert or at least somewhat mobile while you're in here. There's going to be a lot of downtime while we're prepping. Okay, prep is a savage mechanic. If we go into DRS half cocked and we don't have actions and a plan of sorts, then we're definitely going to get murdered, right? So just kind of be patient as we're working through stuff. The logistics of running a no RSVP, not having to deal with no shows. This is the cost. We got to do all of our planning like in the minute, in the moment. All right. Currently, I'm waiting for cache to clear. Once cache clears, I'm gonna ask all teams to run a ready check. I'd advise you guys standing at your markers. Make sure you buddy check your teammates. Make sure everyone's got a pure essence on. Make sure everyone's got re-razor, mouse over reminiscence buffs. If something doesn't look right on your teammate, please challenge them on it, and either they will learn something today or you will learn something today. Okay. Oh, if there's like two casters or two fizz range, only one of you. I would like only one of you to do the cure 4 or dervish as applies to your role. Let's not have like a double dervish. We don't need full uptime on haste. Let's not have like a double cure 4 situation where two casters are doing cure 4. If that's the case for your party, one of you should go full selfish damage. Okay, have a discussion, decide who's going to do that. But let's not double up on things that don't really. We can't like dervish and cure 4 multiply our DPS, but multiplying 0 doesn't help us, right? Zero times 0 times raid buffs is still 0, so let's just have like one person doing those per party. Right? There's still someone at the cache. Do what you need to do to prepare, and then once you're done, return to your team marker, and then we'll start ready checking. Yeah, it is correct for healers. Just kind of replying to something in party chat. It's correct for healers to have a Steel Sting and Spellforge. You should only be responsible for one of them. Make sure, like, if you haven't had the talk with your co-healer, co-pseudo healer, just make sure you have that talk. But I saw it in alpha already. But yeah, it is correct to have the other buff in your pocket, because if you're like, let's say you're responsible for Steel Sting, if your co-healer responsible for Spellforge like dies, and it's time to Spellforge and they're still dead, like we still need Spellforge. So that's what the other buff in your pocket is for. So I'll like you would slot that in if necessary, so that we can do damage and kill the first pair at Queen. All right, cache is clear. Let's go ahead and run a ready check, please. Let's get all teams run ready check report in yell chat when you're ready. I see Delta, Foxtrot ready, Bravo ready, Alpha ready, Charlie ready. I see someone at the cache. Okay, so whatever team that is, they're not ready. Okay, cache is clear. Question mark. I saw someone running up. Are we good? Okay. Echo ready. All right, Alpha, Bravo, Echo, Charlie, Delta, Foxtrot. Okay, all teams are ready. In a few moments here, when I say jump, 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 not quite yet, but when I say jump, 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 Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot, you're going to take the east circle and you're going to go down the Golem side. You're going to be taking directions from quit trying or whoever quit trying delegates like lead to. But quit's going to be the ultimate like arbiter of any conflicts over there. If there's some kind of question that needs like intervention, right? Like you need a decision, quit's going to make sure that that decision is made. Quit's also going to run a ready check or going to ask all people over there to run a ready check and then report in chat when you guys are ready over there. And then he's also going to make sure that no one's confused as to what they need to do. Okay. All right. Those of us on Alpha Bravo Charlie, we're going to take the west jump pad and we're going to stay here in this voice chat. Golem side, when you jump, you're going to go down one voice chat channel to Golem Gulag Gang. Right. Livian, when you're done, step away from the cache and then. Are you good? Okay. Cool. I'm not going to do another raid check. I'm assuming we're all ready. Last call for cash. Last call for appraiser. No runbacks. All right. Cash is clear. Appraiser's not. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. So have some other cash. Are we good? All right. Last call for cash. Last call for appraiser. All right. Cash is clear. Appraiser is clear. Jump. 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 Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot teams, go ahead and hop on down the Golem Gulag Gang voice chat, and we'll see you on the other side. Hopefully, good luck with your encounter. Now talking to Slime side only, briefly. Please do not advance past the Alpha marker. This is a safety protocol that we're observing so we don't get any accidental right clicks on the door. Papa de Shikyo is going to lead us through Slime side and turning it over to Papa and out. Be advised, we're short one person, so there's gonna be one room with only two people. Yeah. Also, be advised, not everyone has the nameplate role icons on, so they might not know like where the DPS are. Crojane is like super new, so just be advised. Let me interject here. Roll DPS rolls since uh, you're since you know what you're doing. Make sure you're pulling the sanguine clots to the outer corner of the room. I put a picture in raid text chat for those of you DPS who are new here, uh, to slime side. Make sure you take a look at that. We actually want you killing your sanguine clots in the very outer corner of your room. Okay, please don't try to kill it where it spawns because the tank's gonna be standing right there. Uh, we want the sanguine clots, the red slimes, to actually be pulled away from the tank, right? Because if it's lingering there, then it's going to merge with the green slime on the pad that the tank is holding there. All right, go ahead. Uh, Correction, green viscous clots. Sanguine clots are the red. Yep. All right, let me put that picture. Okay. Just as kind of like a reinforcement on that, take a look at raid tech chat tanks who are going into the room. So the tanks on the 1, 2, 3, and 4 markers. Take a look at that second picture that I put. It's labeled no perception slime breach plan. We don't have perception. There are traps here. We don't percept them on slime side. We just have our tanks pop sprint, invuln, and then you run a specific pattern that will cover all the possible trap spawn locations here. Okay. As Fata mentioned earlier, I'll be blowing up the hallway trap. Where the question mark or the question mark, the picture is in raid text chat on Discord. I just pasted it. This is Nacl free. Where's Scythe? Scythe. So like for example, if you look at that picture, Scythe, on raid text chat, and you're the tank in the southeast room, right? So that's the first door on the right. What you would do is you would get to that door, and then when you get to the door of the southeast room, you pop sprint, invul and run in a straight as a ruler line from the door through the circular pad and touch the far wall. What you're doing is you're using your invuln to explode, possibly explode a trap. If there's no trap in there, you won't explode. But if you do explode, you've got your living dead on. You're just gonna live through that, and then your healer will hopefully get you out of that. Does that make sense? Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Popta. Yeah. If anyone has any questions, make sure you guys ask. If anything's unclear in any way, or if you want a like like clarification or verification of some information, just let us know. Okay. Go ahead and run ready checks then. Yeah, be careful. Well, I wouldn't say don't use AoEs. In this situation, we've got 6 tanks, so aggro management is not a problem. If you are like a dancer and you need to use your dance step as part of your damage rotation to kill the sanguine clots, just talk all the way into the corner. Okay, if you're like a machinist, I think machinist, you have an AE component to your rotation. You want to use your full rotation without. You don't need to use your lost actions, but you do need to use your full rotation to help kill the sanguine clots quickly. Okay, we don't want them accumulating in your room. Okay, Alpha is ready. Stand by for Bravo and Charlie. Oh, go ahead, sights. Charlie ready. All tank stances will be on. I'll make sure to call that out, but I'll go ahead and turn on your tank stance. All tank stances will be on here. Tanks, make sure you're not killing the Vistas Clot. Right, if it wasn't clear earlier, your healer's gonna bring the Vistas Clot, the green slime from the hallway. You're gonna pull that off your healer, bait it dead center on the circular pad in your room. Okay. Your job is to merge up the +4. I don't think actually, Fopta, do you want to explain the tank stuff? Because like I think we just kind of briefly talked about the. Okay. So all right. So to explain what the 4+1 is, so like for example, scythes, your healer's gonna bring a Vistas Clot one at a time from the hallway into your room. You're gonna pull that Vistas Clot off your healer, bait it dead center on the circular pad in your room. That's the first slime that you pull that you hold on that pad. Your healer's gonna go out, fetch another one, bring it into your room as well. You're gonna pull that second one off of them, bait that also dead center on the pad, and now you got two. Uh, if you have more than one Vistas Clot on that pad, like stacked up on top of each other, they're gonna attempt to fuse. You want to let that fusion happen. That is part of the process. Okay. The first time they merge, they're gonna have a +1 buff on their like hit point bar, like their target bar. So make sure you got your eyes tracked on that buff. Please don't count it out in your head because it's easy to lose count. What we want you to do is pull Vistas Clots off your healer until you get +4. Okay. Once you have a +4 buff on that Vistas Clot, that's the 4. That's the 4 that you want to communicate to us. And then once your healer is going to bring one more into your room. You are not going to pull that final one off the healer. But you want to let us know that you have one in your line of sight ready to go. That's the +1. So if you're looking at a buff on your Vistas Clot, that's the +4. Your healer's going to have one in the corner of your room. That's the +1. So you would announce, since you're in the southeast room, southeast 4 +1. And that will let us know that you are ready for final merge. Does that make sense? All right, cool. And then if you're a tank in any other room, same thing happens. You just apply that to your room, okay? So like Kinara, sorry, what's your full name here? Koteni, for example, you would report that same procedure except as applies to the northeast room. All right? Cool. All right, I just wanted to make sure that we connected the dots there with the information. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, like you, Sergey, Sokolov, you're gonna be in the northwest room with Andaria and Warpickle and Andrea, excuse me, and Warpickle. So all three of you are gonna tuck into the northwest corner of the northwest room, and all three of you are looking for the Sanguine Clot. Okay, there's gonna be one Sanguine Clot that falls every so often. All three of you are going to race to tag it. You're gonna pull it out to the northwest corner, and you're gonna kill it in the northwest corner. Does that make sense? And you just keep doing that. Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, I know you're relatively new, so it's good to ask questions. All right, is there any other questions? Again, like we're here to make sure that everyone, like we don't want to, we want to answer all questions. We don't want to start this with people confused. Yeah, Sanguine is red, yeah. But if you're colorblind, the name of the mob for DPS is Sanguine Clot. All right, let's get one more ready check, please, because we answered a couple questions here. Yeah, Sanguine like blood. That's correct. All right, Alpha Bravo Charlie ready. Go ahead and talk to Golem Side Popta. All right. Okay, you're gonna do that. Oh, go ahead and pop food, everyone. Yeah. Especially the room with the only two DPS in it. There we go. Living Dead. Hallway clear. Don't fight. Healers don't fight for aggro. Don't fight for aggro. If you see someone pull your slime by accident, just let it go. Okay. I'll bet if you want to dodge, don't dodge towards where all the other Viscous Clots are. It's gonna cause problems. Yeah, don't. Okay, healers, don't pull with your dots, please, because we don't want aggro ping pong in the hallway. Overlapping dot ticks will cause the Viscous Clot to keep changing target. We want that. We want the Viscous Clot evacuate from the hallway like quickly. Make sure you have a +1 there. You want make sure your healer has one in the corner as well. Okay. Healers, make sure you're healing your tank, by the way. They're taking big autos. They might... You don't want them dying to auto attacks. Need a tank in northwest. Okay. I got it. I'll get it. Oh god. How is this invulnerable? What? How is this invulnerable? Oh, yeah, it reset. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. The pull is still alive. It's a little myth. I'll bet he just try to keep that soldier there in that room or in that Yeah, this is part of the problem. I'm trying to get this on the pad. Okay. All right, we're ready on northwest 4+1. Merge. How's that? Right. Rupture pops 300. Failed rupture in what is that? Southeast. It looks like. What is that? Was it at +3? Site. What did you check the buff? That looks like a +3 that just went up to +4. You thought you did? Okay, that's that's why I was saying earlier. You want to keep your eyes on the buff, right? This is what I'm talking about. You don't want to count out in your head. So it's easy to lose count. That's fine. That's all right. I think this is your first time doing that, so don't worry about it. Let's talk about while we're wiping. I'm gonna take over here. Well, while we're wiping, what happened in the northwest room? Why is Deirdre and Noni dead? What happened there? Did we just forget to heal? Like sometimes that happens, so I'm not trying to make fun of you guys. Like I think I killed us once that way.
Yeah, it was Noni. Forget to heal.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That was about to happen in the northeast room as well. That's why I mentioned that. All right. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Don't don't feel too bad. A lot of folks are learning things, so this is just part of the process. Go ahead and kill the Reapers out. Yeah. All right, but procedure-wise, that was more or less it. We just got to make sure that we're like the data that we're looking at before making calls is correct. So at least with one pull, like you guys have a better idea of how this works. Like I get that feedback. If Fapara wants to make some modifications when going next, I'll let him do that. But as a healer, like you can also like focus target if necessary and heal that way. Like they're not taking that much damage. It's not like tank buster level stuff. Just you just want to top them off. If you're on top of that, then it shouldn't be too difficult. But we'll address that. We'll address that when we go back in. Or rather I will leave that to the Fopta since he's golem side or slime side lead. All right. Make sure. Okay, talking to the entire raid. Make sure you guys have another pure essence, in your cache, so that when we go in, let's not have a situation where you're like, oh, I don't have the thing, right? Because that'll be even more problematic. So just make sure that you've got your supplies, you're ready to go. I'll do another ready check here after I hit my reprisal. When that comes back off cooldown, I'll do another ready check. Is anyone in Discord saying they want to join us? By the way, I'm not tracking any. Here, let me just open this just in case. Yeah. When my reprisal comes off cooldown, if no one joins, then I'll just take us back out of PF. Three, two, one. All right, no one rejoins. I'm gonna start running ready checks, and then once we're all ready, I'm gonna take us out of PF and queue us back in. Again, if you need to use the restroom or get water or anything like that while we're out here, go ahead and handle that. Want you to be comfortable when we're inside. Okay. Nemeria, Syntax, and Eludia, let us know when you are ready to go. Okay, Nemeria, that's fine. Yep. RL takes precedence over whatever we do here in game. If you need to get like some water or use a bathroom, just go ahead and handle it. Just let us know if you plan to step away, just like Vandaloo did. I'm not going to stop anyone or discourage anyone from attending to their biological needs. So Vandaloo, let us know when you Vandaloo's like super AFK, so talking to them in voice is not going to help.
Actually, I can hear you.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
God
Alright.
bless wireless headset.
All right. But yeah, when you come back, just let us know. Can put PF up while we wait. It's up. It's up right now. Or isn't it? Hold on, let me check. Yeah, we're up. Yeah, I'll do another here. I'll hit my reprisal again. Looks like more people are doing that one last minute thing. Yeah, it happens a lot. And then I'll ready check again after this 1 minute. Appreciate you guys being patient, by the way. Every time we go into DRS, it's a miracle of up to 48 people's schedules aligning and, you know, being able to do this.
All right, I'm
What's
back.
the clear percentage? I don't know. I don't have a hard number. We frequently clear. I think it's fair to say that. You can take a look at our record in victory lap or logs, like if that's a concern. But I don't guarantee a clear, right? I don't even guarantee prog. Sometimes it's slime golem prog, If it takes like multiple instances in and we keep messing things up at Slime Golem, then that's just the kind of day it is. That's any prog for you. But we haven't had a day like that in a while, knock on wood. If today happens to be that day, nothing wrong with that. It just means people need to learn Slime and Golem. That's all it is. Alright, I'm gonna run a ready check here. So if you are not ready, hit no, or just if you're not ready, you're not gonna reply anyway. That's fine. And once we hit 45 out of 45, I'll cue us in. No, I mean, I don't know. I don't really pay attention. That's the thing. I don't pay attention to like how often we wipe or win. DRS is just the weekend bike ride for me. For some people, what does M Bison say? For you, it was your first time clear, most important day of your DRS life. For me, it was a Saturday, something like that. Like, this is just what I do. We go in, win or lose, doesn't matter. It's just we just go in and enjoy ourselves. At least that's my mindset. So, all right, Hiroko, let us know when you're good. Oh, you're back. Okay, are checking one more time. Yeah, TA is most likely to wipe us. Like, that's the first. Well, I don't know. I say that, but like I don't want to set a perception that everything else before that is easy. Because it's like if a new host decides to take people in and they wipe at Trinity Seeker, now they feel like they're a bad host. Like, no, DRS is hard. DRS is hard. If it seems easy, is because like people with experience are either leading you through, or you got good teammates like with a lot of experience and are helpful and are doing what they need to do to make sure the raid gets through. Louis and Damadur, let us know when you're ready. Alright, cool. Too busy posting cat pics in Discord. Are you the cat pic crepe monitor now? Alright. Are checking one more time. 2:30. I mean, yeah. Yeah, William's leading a reclear later on. So there's that. There is indeed that. Yeah, but I personally don't lead reclears. That's just not something I enjoy, so. All right, Leo, let us know when you're ready.
He's pokeballing.
Oh, they're pokeballing? Uh-oh. Yeah, we're playing to a party chat comment. Like I'll make sure that you guys are I'll try to make sure that you guys are healing someone from your party. If possible. Like I'm in the hallway, so like healers who are in the room, like I'm in the hallway, so we're not going to be in the same place. But yeah, be prepared to be able to target your focus target tank if that's what it takes to make this work. All right, so we're waiting for Leo to get back or say something in Discord somehow. All right, I see Leo typing in raid text chat, so I'm assuming they're coming back.
Oh man, power outage.
You got power outaged. Uh-oh. Okay. Looks like Leo's going through a power outage, so we'll give it 5 minutes. Hopefully their power comes back. So just take 5. I'm gonna hit my 5-minute anti-AFK macro. So take 5, I guess. And then we'll check. If Leo's not back, then I'm gonna have to unfortunately remove them from the raid because we can't queue in with them being offline. And then I'll put someone in that slot in alpha. Most likely reindeer, I guess, just to preserve the melee-ness of the slot. Is Williams Reclear actually asking for like expensive holsters? I think he wants to teach people how to do that because like I don't cover it.
Yeah, you're there. He's using the.
Okay, so he's requiring that. All
Yeah.
right, yeah. So yeah, for that run, make sure you meet those requirements because it's gonna be like since it's hosted on Lego, the code of conduct does apply. And part like the very first bullet in the code of conduct is integrity first, right? Like we want to make sure that we can trust our teammates. So don't like try not to go into that run if you don't meet the specific holster requirements that William is asking for. No, Leo back. All right, we didn't even need 5 minutes. Cool.
You just needed to turn the light switch on.
Yeah, just reset the circuit breaker, I guess. That's fine. You don't control that. Unless you forgot to pay your bill for like 2 minutes, then maybe you do control that. But yeah. Is not paying your electric bill still a thing in Britain? I heard that was like a protest at one point, right? You know what? I shouldn't bring that up. I think that's political. Never mind. My bad. My bad. Violating code of conduct over here. I'm sorry, team. Waiting for a raid check. All right. Wind up and Melanie, let us know when you're ready to go. All right. Wind up is ready. Melanie, let us know when you're good to go. All right. Ready checking again. Again, if you're still prepping, just hit no. All right. Not every day is going to be smooth sailing through DRS. Sometimes it be like this. Have I ever had someone sub expire mid? You know what? I think I have. That sounds familiar. I feel like it's happened once or twice.
You'll know
Like
if
someone got
like
kicked out.
you get booted out like instantly.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's happened.
It's like
I
faster
don't-
than a DC. Like, it's
We're
ridiculous.
like, you're done. You're done. Get out. The bouncer just pulls you out of the instance. All right. It looks like we're all good. So I'm gonna take us out of PF. Yeah. If it's feeling pretty iffy for you, then check your sub. Oh, we got a combat minor. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and go in. Go ahead and click commence. If you're alt tabbed out, please alt tab back in. From out of nowhere.
I had it happen through. We were doing crystallized time. We just needed the end of the fight.
Oh man, that's awful.
Back to Thancred.
You're about to clear, and then suddenly someone disappears from your party mid
No, it was
combat.
still problem, but it was kind of sad.
Yeah. I don't want to like make fun of folks that happens to though too much. Not too much. You never know, right? Not everyone can afford like a full sub all the time. Trying to get their peace of mind with what little funds they might have in the pocket. All right, welcome back in. Just like last time, pop a pure essence, Razor. I don't think anyone used their lost actions except for the duelist Hopefully you didn't use too many perception charges. Alright. Alright, once again, don't jump. We're all gonna jump at the same time. Pop Pure Essence Re-Razor. Check your teammates. Make sure... Oh, wait. Check myself. Like, I need to pop a Re-Razor. Hello. Yeah, call me out if I'm messing up, too. Because sometimes I do that. Alright, yeah. Make sure all your teammates have Pure Essence Re-Razor on. It's very easy to forget, especially after a Slime Golem wipe. Because it feels like you just used it, but we had to leave. So every time we leave and come back in, use another Pure Essence, use another Re-Razor. Please don't hold it until after we clear Slime Golem, because that's going to be a pretty big hole in your pocket that you're going to be carrying around. And empty space will not help you. Nice. Oh, let's get a confirmation on shells and sweeps one more time, since we're back here at the cache. Use Mark 1 eyeball, check holster, make sure you have the shell or the perception that you're responsible for carrying. And let us know in yell or shout chat. Sweep 2. Sweep, yep, sweep 1, okay. TA shell, queen shell. Let's get a sweep 3 confirmation. Who's sweep 3 here? Lana. Sweep 3, roger that. Alright, cool. So sweeps and shells confirmed. Let's get a ready check from all teams. Cache is clear. Alright, this next part after we are all ready checked is going to be kind of abbreviated. We don't have to go through the whole plan again. We do have to address some things in Slime side, so I'll talk about that after we jump. But that shouldn't take too long. Charlie ready? Stand by for Alpha Bravo Delta Echo Foxtrot. Alpha ready? Delta ready. Foxtrot ready. Stand by for Bravo and Echo. Did I miss the Echo? Nope. Okay. Echo is ready. Stand by for Bravo. Bravo is ready. All teams are ready. Cache is clear. Praiser is clear. Last call for cache. Last call for Praiser. Any runbacks? All right, go ahead and jump, jump, jump. Golem side, go ahead and go back down to Golem Gulag voice chat, and we'll see you on the other side. Good luck with your encounter. All right, handing things back over to Fopta. And yourself, by the way. I think how, because Nononi was also dead. I think what happened was like Nononi died and then Deirdre died. I think that's what happened. I didn't see it though, so if that's wrong, then please correct me. Oh, is that what happened? Okay. All right, all right. Okay, okay. 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 So since that's the decision Fopla made, healers in the rooms, just make sure you focus target the tank that is standing next to you. All right, that's all. That's all I wanted to say. All right, go ahead and ready up then. If there's any questions, please ask. But otherwise, go ahead and run ready checks and report when ready. All right, Charlie ready, Alpha ready, Bravo ready. Fopla, just go ahead and coordinate with the Golem side. Let us know when you're ready to go. I saw folks earlier going in front of the door. Make sure you wait until the countdown starts. Okay, we don't want people like, oops, I was moving my camera, and then you right-click that thing. It happens a lot. That's why we're waiting back here. Okay. Yielding to Fopta. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Just focus on your specific thing that you need to do. Try not to like do any flexing or like save the pull. Don't do a whole lot of that because that makes it hard to give corrections. Like when stuff starts hitting the fan. So, but yeah, you guys did good last time. Let's just fix things that need to be fixed for this one. But I think everyone knows what they need to do. Oh, sights. Yeah, make sure you got your eyes on the buff this time. Try not to count it out in your head. You want to verify that you're looking at a +4 buff. Yeah. Yeah, not all the buffs will show up if you're looking at the focus target thing. Yeah. They got their tank stance on, don't worry. Oh. That's all right. See, this is part of any problem. We're all learning different aspects of the game here. And in a situation we don't normally find ourselves in. All right, Fopta, go ahead and talk us through this. And hallway is clear. Okay. I'll do that. Talking to myself, sorry. Southwest 4+1. Got it. Yeah, they're in progress.
Northwest 4+1.
Good job. Let's go. Yep, stack it up in the corner. Got it. All right, good job. Oh, I'll have to finish this up. Full live. Yep, Charlie live. All right, thank you, Papa. All right, thank you everyone for clearing your respective sides. Golem side is coming back to us here in voice chat, so thank you, Golem sides, for clearing your encounter. Thank you, Quit, for leading Golem side through your encounter. And Quit, is there anyone you want to shout out as giving exceptional contribution to your Golem side clear? Bang for callouts and explains all newbie for clearing Golem side. Appreciate you. All right, cool. So that's from Quit. Thank you for that. Popta, thank you for leading Slime side. Thank you everyone on Slime side for clearing your encounter. Popta, is there anyone you want to recognize for exceptional contribution to this Slime side clear? All right. All right. So thank you, Noni, for making the adjustment, and thank you everyone on Slime side clearing your encounter, and thank you again, Fopta, for leading Slime side. All right, welcome back. Before I say anything else, I should say that there are 2 chests at the bottom of this stairwell. So all loot is personal loot. If you are not right-clicking a boss, you are not getting treasure. All right, make sure you loot all chests. Expect to see at least 1 after every combat encounter. Yeah, and that'll be your one and only reminder while we're in here. All right. I am going to exercise host privilege and ball hog this fight. So all tank stance is off, please. For the main tank here. With regards to Trinity Seeker, the only thing I really want to talk about is Fourfold Mercy. I often see ranged individuals attacking at very far range from the boss, and that will get you hit. Because the 4 swords, if you can recall, in normal mode, they go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and they cleave like 4 corners around the arena, right? If you're too far from the midpoint of the boss's hitbox, you're gonna get excuse me, you're gonna get hit because you're trying to cover too much ground. So I would like you to visualize that you're at the dance club doing an awkward dance club 2-step in front of someone on the dance floor. Okay, this is the movement that you do to dodge Fourfold Mercy, right? Anything more than this, if you're going like way far out, you're trying to cover too much distance, you're going to get hit by a sword. Okay, awkward dance club 2-step inside the boss's hitbox. Everything else I'll just call out. Do what you think you need to do. Follow call outs. Do what you think you need to do. Use your lost actions. Try to time it with your 2-minute burst window. If you don't know how to do that, just use them whenever you see them lit up. Okay, better to use them suboptimally than not at all. So don't, especially if you're new, don't be so like focused on optimization if you're still like trying to like learn mechanics, right? Just make sure you're magnifying your burst with the lost actions, because like the HP does take that into account. The HP of the boss does take that into account, your usage of those lost actions and potions and food and pure essence, all that stuff. All right. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get ready checks. All teams run ready checks and report. All right, Alpha ready. Charlie ready. Foxtrot ready. Stand by for Bravo, Delta, and Echo. You need to submit your logs? What? What's going on? No. I'm not tracking what this conversation's about, Deirdre. Bravo, Delta, and Echo. We're not at the Queen. We're at Trinity Seek. All right, I don't know what you're talking about. We're just gonna push ahead. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. Tank stance check. All tank stances off. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Yeah, we're not at the Queen, so I don't know why that's an issue right now. All right, 20 seconds. All right, first thing that happens is a big raid wide. Just make sure you guys mitigate for your teammates here. And let's go. Boss actions, potions, everything you got. Raid wide going out. All right, fourfold mercy coming up. Small movements inside the boss's hitbox is the key to victory here. Alright, fourfold is going to be 3, 2, so right, right, left, left. 3, 2, 1, 4. 3, 2, 1, 4, right, right, left, left. This ley line here, by the way, is excellently placed. Here we go. 2, 1, and 4. Look away from orb, get away from flower. Look away from orb, get away from flower. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Sides will not be safe. There's a hot wing coming up. Alright. There's going to be a stack tank buster up front. Tanks up front. Pop a mitt. If you're not a tank, stand clear. Alright. Clear front. Clear front. Only I should be up front now. No one else should be with me. Okay, stay stacked up. We're waiting for overhead chains to go away. Then we are going to break chains and hide. We're going to break chains and hide. So wait. Don't move yet. Wait. Break chains now. Hide behind a barricade. Do not be in front of a wall. Okay, back out. Hold burst. Get to the middle. Hold burst. We're going to run around the arena for a second here. Going to disengage momentarily. So let's hold our burst, please. Okay, gonna be, let's go to the right side of Delta, right side of Delta. Small movement in front of the wall at 1, in front of the wall at 1, glowing swords in front of the wall at 1. Okay, line on 1. Tanks pop a team mid, this is stack buster. Make sure everyone's stacked up. Make sure you burst now. Okay. TS is going to jump to the middle. It's already in the middle, so that's not going to be an issue. Let's get right up on the boss here. There's going to be triple lasers coming out. Let's not try to cover the arena in lines. Let's try to stack up tight here. Triple laser coming out now. Let's walk out of the way. Alright, be on stone. Do not be on sand. Be on stone. 40. We're probably going to push. Okay. Inner cardinal of the boss now. Intercardinal of the boss now. We skipped a bunch of mechanics. Inner cardinal of the boss now. Boss relative. Okay. Gonna jump back to the middle here. Alright, there it is. We're gonna disengage one more time. If your burst is coming off cooldown, please hold it. We're gonna be disengaging one more time. Okay, left side of 4. Left side of 4. Right, after this, when we get back, it's going to be 3, 1. There's a 4-fold 3, 1, 2, 4. 3, 1, 2, 4. Front, back, front. Go ahead and burst now. 1, 2, and 4. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. There's going to be chains after flower. Chains after flower. Stack for chain. Stack for chain. Stack. And break your chains, break, break, break. And after breaking, return to the boss for mitigation and healing. Raid Y going out. And get out from in front of the boss. I'm gonna aim a buster out of the arena. Stand clear, please. Okay, after this goes out, it's gonna jump back to the middle. Prepare for that movement. Okay, it's gonna go back to the middle now. Let's see. All right. There's gonna be a Sanderstone sandwich with a 4-fold filling. 4-fold will be 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can count up from 1, you can do this mechanic. Be on stone, stone, stone first. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then sand. Stone first. 2, 3, and 4. Finish on sand. Finish on sand. 1 more random. Sanderstone coming up. We're not going to hold DPS. Just kill it. Be on stone, stone, stone. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. So if there's an orb, look away from the orb. Get away from the flower. Dodge the second grid first before dodging laser. Grid first, then laser. Okay, get inside the boss's hitbox for mitigation and healing. We are not going to hold DPS as we pushed, and that'll be a lot of Ray White going out. That'll be a lot of downtime. And I just don't want to. I don't know. I don't actually know how to do it. Everyone get inside the boss's hitbox. I see a whole bunch of people on the side. You're gonna get clipped. Melanie, you're gonna get clipped. Who else? Anyone else? Okay, good. Okay. Just go ahead and kill it. I'm not gonna wait for this LB to generate. Okay, we might have to do. We're probably gonna have to do this mechanic. Okay, you're gonna hide behind the wall at 4. Behind the wall at 4. After hiding is gonna be 4 Charlie. And we're gonna lose a lot of people here. 4 Charlie, blank space, 1. Alright, 4. Charlie. Blank space. And 1. Alright, let's start rezzing. Start rezzing. We couldn't. Yeah, we skipped a bunch of mechanics, so I don't want to like wait. So let's just get people off the ground. Alright, no one should be going ahead. No one should be going ahead, Sir Haid. Please don't go ahead. Just wait here on the arena. Even if you know, like for everyone, even if you know what's going on up ahead, I'd rather everyone wait here, so we don't have people like taking the dual pad by accident or anything like that. All right. All traps revealed. Mindfully, manually make your way to the door in front of Dahu. Do not auto run. Do not auto brain. No one should be going straight. That golden jump pad is not for anyone other than Thalia Zephyrus, who's our duelist. Folks in Thalia's team, please take directions from Thalia. If Thalia wants to do buffs or anything like that, please follow their instructions. We're still working on some deaths over here, by the way. So if any healer went ahead. Healers, just be advised, make sure you're following the res protocol. We don't want a single healer like burning through all of their lost rise like right here. So try to take turns. Let's make sure we're not having one healer just blow all their lost rises early and then have nothing for later on. All right, I think everyone's alive. Good job. Make sure you guys looted your chest here, and then we're gonna wait for this duel to get going. All right, stay behind the door at Dahu. If anyone's in front of the door, then you're not doing it right. Good job. Okay, we're gonna chill out here, wait for some RP text to show up that will indicate the duel has started, and then once that's done, we'll go ahead. Actually, I got markers for this, don't I? There we go. Yeah, if you guys if you guys are lacking a re-raise buff and you got a blue feather in the pocket, go ahead and get that re-raise buff back on. Yep, good luck, Thalia. Dude, do I get angry in here? I don't know, maybe I do once in a while. I'm only human. I try not to, man. This is my zen place. After 4 years of doing this, this is my weekly routine. The salt pack. Yo, I try not to. I used to be that guy. I used to be a guy like many other players. So I'm not like unique in that regard, but I too used to get mad at things that happen in game. And then one day I was like what the fuck am I doing? Like why? There's no point. If you're not playing to have fun, then like what are you doing, right? Nah, everyone has their moment, Deirdre. Don't worry about that. Mean streets of Vegas. Yeah, like I don't get like if I were to get mad at the tables, I'd be thrown out of the casino. I'll tell you that right now. You gotta have a thick skin when you're gonna put it like 100 on black or something like that. No, we're not going ahead. Not yet. We are waiting for RP text. That is not our countdown. That's okay. that's why I say it, because it's a reminder. Alright, that's what we're waiting for. Okay, we're good. Yeah, if we have an accidental like right click fizz ranged auto attack, then that starts Dahu and that shuts off the dual pad. So if we're like all the way behind the door there, 0% chance of that happening. Unless someone's using a mod to, do that, but then if that happens, then we got bigger problems. Alright, welcome to Dahu. There's 4 markers on the ground. This is for spit flame. If you get a number of dots over your head, just go to the marker that matches the number of dots over your head, okay? Try not to go to like a random. I saw this happen like last night actually. Try to go to the marker that matches the number of dots over your head. It does matter, especially for the second one, because we want to open up like the correct spaces. Because after the second one, there's going to be a flare. Tanks that get flare, you're going to take yours to whatever's open down south, ideally 3 and 4, but whatever's open down south, you take your flare down south and you pop a mitt because it's a tank buster. Everyone else will go up north, whatever's open, ideally 1 and 2, but if not, just make sure you use your eyeballs and get knocked to the whatever's open up north. All right. Other than that, I'm just gonna call everything out. This is a trash fight. Please don't burn your lost action charges here. Not worth it. The next fight does have an enrage, so we'll be using our lost actions then. All right. So without any further ado, let's go. No countdown trash fight. Use your regular abilities here. Check the floor. There's going to be a bunch of puddles on the ground. Dodge. Use eyeballs. Dodge accordingly. Alright, in a few seconds here, Dahu's going to dash up north. And then it's going to come back south. After it comes back south, it's going to do a 90-degree conal. So it's going north. Get out of the way. Get out from in front of Dahu. It's coming back south. Get out of the way. And then after it goes south, 90 degrees. So stand clear. There it is. 90 degrees. Please don't get burnt. Alright. Going back to the middle here. Alright, ads are out. Numbers soon to follow. Don't stand underneath Dahu. Make sure you have visibility over your cranium. You want to see what's going on over your head? Because we're going to get numbers here. Alright, check your heads. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Get in position now. Please don't greed extra GCDs. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Alright, shockwave coming out. Half room cleave. Other side will fire right away. And switch. Okay. Get knocked to a safe spot that your numbered teammates open for you. If you know the secret jutsu, the secret maneuver, feel free to do it. If you can I do it? Yes, today's a day. Alright, 5 breaths, 5 breaths. I saw a couple. Did I? Okay, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know like cover has some kind of interaction sometimes with like a knockback involved, so I don't know if I did it or if I did it at asterisk and actually got health. I have no idea. Alright, coming up next is ads. Treat this like a long tank buster, high healing on main threat. I'm gonna try to stack these up in the middle as best as I can. Please AE them down in the middle. Please kill them promptly. Alright, reprisal out. All right, very good. All right, ads are back out. It's gonna be repeating pattern, puddle, shockwave number. So here come the puddles. Check your feet. Shockwave coming out soon. Half room cleave. Other side fires right away. And switch. Okay. Check your heads. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Get in position now. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Okay. Tanks to 3 and 4 with a flare. Everyone else to the 2 marker. 2 marker. 1 is not clear. Oh, come on. I thought I got that. Okay. Check for dead. There might be a dead person underneath the corpse here. The next jump pad is one way. If you forgot to loot something earlier, then you're gonna lose access to it. So might sound bad, but like we go in here every week, so if you forgot something, then there's always next time. And thank you to Thalia Zephyrus for clearing the duel. I hope Lyrian doesn't get kicked out. I'm assuming they're like making a crepe or something. I'm not saying that because he's French. I'm saying that because he actually cooked a crepe during raid. Oh, you're good? Okay. Or no, I hope they're not taking a 40-minute shower. What? No, we don't want to violate the code of conduct here, so we don't crack jokes on people's ethnicities no matter what. No, yeah, he actually like so the story behind Crepe Monitor is that here at Queensguard, I was going through my rigmarole of explaining stuff, and then we start doing ready checks, and in voice chat he chimes in, he's like, well, Nacl, wait, I need a moment. And I'm like, all right, so clearly some RL thing happened. And he's like, all right, I had to turn off the stove. I was making crepes. That's what he held up the raid for, because this man is cooking food during raid time. All right. It's not like a bad thing. I just thought it was funny. So anyway, that's why I call him Crepe Monitor. All right. Anyway, welcome to Queensguard here. So I'm gonna put a picture in raid text chat for healers to look at, but I'm not gonna reference this right away. Okay. So first things first. This is a healer carry fight. So healers and pseudo. I think we have a pseudo healer or two. I don't remember, but if that is your case, then this is also for you. So first things first, let's get our Steel Sting Spellforge prepped. If you don't have it already slotted in, go ahead and get that ready to go. The first pair of bosses that we engage in this fight, we're going to be are going to require either Steel Sting or Spellforge. Okay, so make sure you guys have that ready to go. If you're going to do it mid-combat, at least let your party members know in your party chats that you are going to slot it in and cast it mid-combat. Just give us a heads up so we're not like looking at your reminiscence buff and wondering why you don't have the thing ready. All right, so that's part one. You're going to be Steel Sting Spellforging early on in this fight, so just make sure you guys have that ready to go. Next, I would like 3 volunteers for Dispel. 3 volunteers for Dispel. Just yell it out in yell chat. Steel Sting Online. I like that. Yeah, we're not doing Reflex quite yet, but tracking Foxtrot. Let's get 3. All right, I'm just going to pick 3 so we don't have to wait too long. Serena Saria is going to Dispel. Wait, did I say Reflect? I meant Dispel. I need 3 volunteers for Dispel. Yeah. Apologies if I said Reflect. I meant Dispel. Serena Saria, Albetti Violetti will be Dispelling, and let's get Fapida Shikyo will be Dispelling. So give us a wave in yell chat. Let me know that you heard, and you're going to be doing that. Acknowledged. All right. Who was the other 2 that I mentioned? Serena. Yeah, Serena. Okay, Dispel. All right. And then Fapta. is going to dispel. Okay, I just wanted like some kind of confirmation that you heard. I want to make sure that you understood. All right, cool. So three of you are gonna be dispelling warrior. When it's whenever it casts boost, I'll give a call out for when that comes out. So just dispel as necessary. And that'll prevent us from getting detonated by a raid, big raid wide, boosted raid wide. Not the end of the world if it happens, but I do want to avoid like killing our squishies if like not enough mitigation goes out. So let's try to dispel that. Okay, we talked about Steel Steam Spellforge dispel. Let's talk about Reflect. So Foxtrot Reflect is already covered by Haruko. Let's get Alpha through Echo Reflect called out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is where I'm going to direct your attention to the raid text chat picture that I posted. That is our Reflect diagram, our Reflect plan. So if you, for example, call Foxtrot Reflect, so Haruko called Foxtrot Reflect, Haruko's going to cover the 2 orbs at the end of the fight in the southeast corner, okay? It doesn't matter if you're like a new person, like I'm not trying to get only like veterans to volunteer for critical things. If you're new and you need to volunteer because like no one else is volunteering, then so be it, right? But like I'll tell you what you need to do if necessary. But we first need people to volunteer. So Foxtrot, Charlie, Echo covered, thank you. Let's get Alpha Bravo. Yeah, if you gotta go to the bathroom, that's fine. The Bravo's covered. We need a Alpha and Delta reflector. Alpha and Delta position reflector. You don't need to be part of those parties to reflect those positions, okay? They just have a coincidental name. Alpha reflect, and then Delta. We need a Delta reflector. All right, I'm gonna. What the hell? Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna pick someone who's following me. Gusso. Oh no, you're Charlie Reflect. You're already good. Graphica is also Echo Reflect. Fopta. No, I don't wanna tap Fopta twice for things here because that's too much. I want to spread this out. All right, Atsuko. Did Atsuko call anything reflect wise? All right, let's have Atsuko do can you be Bravo Reflect? Bravo Solace is already covering Bravo Reflect. Yeah. All right. So Atsuko, you're gonna cover what needs to be covered here. Avalon, Echo. I think Delta Reflect. Yeah. Okay. So Atsuko, Kagari, you're gonna be covering the Delta position. So Atsuko. Oh, well, let me get my markers out here. So I'm gonna put my markers out. So like, yep. So your 2 orbs are gonna be here around the 3 marker. All right. All right. So thank you guys for volunteering, or either volunteering or agreeing to do, if voluntold, the respective healer stuff here. It's necessary for us to go through here. So, thank you for being a part of your clear, if we happen to clear. All right. But yeah, at the end of this fight, if you're not familiar with how Reflect works, if you can recall in normal mode in the normal mode version of this fight, these 4 bosses, we engage them in the middle one at a time, and then they come back out to the field here. They take position in the 4 corners of this inner square that I'm running across right now. So like, they show up, they start doing that directional parry thing, right, in normal mode. Here in Savage mode, that also happens at the end of the fight, but at the same time, the Reflect orbs come out, and then the 2 Aura Spheres come out, north and south, okay, which I'll assign tanks in a moment. But Reflectors, that's when you start doing your Reflect stuff, okay? I'll try to advise you when that's coming up. But if you're using the Lost Reflect skill, don't slot it in just yet. If you already slotted it in, please don't lose it, because that's gonna come into play at the very end of the fight. Okay, there's a couple of moments during the fight where there's like some healer downtime, which like not a whole lot of damage is going out. So that's where I'm gonna advise you guys to slot in Lost Reflect if you are using the Lost Reflect skill. Okay, if you're using Light Curtain, then don't worry about that because you already know what you're doing, I assume. All right. So that's it for healer stuff. Let's talk about tank stuff. All tanks come up front, please. All tanks up front. Let's go ahead and give out some responsibilities here. Let's find some new or new-ish tanks. New or new-ish tanks. Vandaloo. Let's give you something important to do. And if you fuck it up and get us killed, then that's my fault. So don't worry too much about that. I saw Scythe. This Scythe's relatively new. Let's give Scythe something. Yeah, all tanks up front. Is this all the tanks? Okay. Cool. Alright, I think that's it. Let's give out the rest of these here. Here. Hmm. Oh wait, Fox is not a tank. Alright. Do this then. Let's have you do this. Yeah. Give some responsibility. Okay, all remaining tanks who are... Wait, hold on. Okay, you've cleared. Alright, cool. Yeah, all remaining tanks, just stand by. If you see one of our marked tanks go down, just yell out that you're going to take over for them. As far as what these markers mean, Hex 1, Hex 2 are going to be main tanks. Hex 1 is West tank. Hex 2 is East tank. So I'll be tanking the Knight on the middle when that's out. Bang will be taking the Warrior on Bravo. And then for the second phase, I'll tank the Soldier on the Delta marker to the west. And then Bang will keep the Gunner in the middle. Chain pair is North Aurasphere at the end of the fight. Target to ignore red no sign is South Aurasphere at the end of the fight. Ones go first, twos go second. Okay, so what that translates to at the end of the fight, when the reflect stuff is happening, our first Aurasphere tanks are going to get in position. So Vandaloo, you're going to take the first North Aurasphere. You're going to tank something called an Aurasphere. It's going to appear just south of the Alpha marker up north. Turn your tank stance on, provoke, spam your threat tool. And then I'm going to direct DPS to split up. Slime side north, Golem side south, DPS. DPS is going to kill those Auraspheres. Once the Aurasphere dies, you're going to get an orange marker over your head if you held threat, okay? So this is why I'm instructing you, turn your tank stance on, provoke, spam your threat tool. That's your Unmanned Shield Lob, Lightning Shot, Tomahawk, whatever you got. And then when your Aurasphere dies, pop your home gang or whatever you got, your invuln. And then you're going to absorb that orange marker. Once you see that happen, turn your tank stance off, okay? And then Scythe, you're going to take the first South Aurasphere, same thing. All right? And then our number 2 tanks are going to take the second ones. So Nathrissa is up north, Deirdre down south. Number two Aurasphere. It's a lot of info. Okay, you specifically, Scythes, at the end of the fight, you're going to turn your tank stance on. I'll tell you, by the way. I'm not going to expect you to remember. So I'll tell you, I'm just trying to prime your brain right now, but you're going to turn your tank stance on. You're going to come right here, stand right where I'm standing. You see this? Yeah, right here. Your Aurasphere is going to show up right here. So with your tank stance on, you're going to use your provoke. You're going to spam your unmend. You just spam your unmend because you want to take top threat. Because like in case Dahlia is like down here and takes this Aurasphere first, they're going to generate a lot of threat. You want to beat them. And the only way you really can do that practically is using your provoke and spamming your unmend, right? With your tank stance on. So you do that, make sure you're top threat. When it dies, you pop your living dead. And you turn your tank stance off. And that's it. That's all you do. You good with that? Okay, cool. Alright, good question. Any other questions? Yeah, if you're overwhelmed, let me know and I'll try to break it down into what you specifically do. Yeah, everyone jump, by the way. Thank you for the reminder. Wiggle check, don't get AFK kicked. We've lost people here before. Alright. With regards to mechanics, the one thing I do want to talk about is the Mustadio style mechanic. In the second phase, you're going to get a 3/4 like open hole like ring that you've seen at the Mustadio fight. You aim the opening towards the source of damage. For this fight, there are 2 things you need to aim that towards. The first, you need to aim it towards the gunner. It's going to be tanked in the middle by Bang. That's going to radiate out a queen shot. Once you see the queen shot damage go out, you face another turret. You face a turret, excuse me. Face a turret that is along the east or west sides of the map. They do zipper in. They alternate lines going from north to south. Just make sure you're in front of only one turret and aim your opening towards that after queen shot goes out, okay? There's 2 things you need to absorb with the safe side. Show hole to gunner and then show hole to turret. And everything else I'll just call out live, right? That's all I got. Let's go ahead and get ready checks. If you have a question, make sure you hit no and ask your question. Force us to answer your question. Yeah, tanks who don't have a marker, you're backup. Yes. Oh, speaking of backup, if any reflector, dispeller, or marked tank goes down, please give us a quick yell in yell chat and let us know that you are dead. Okay. So like for example, if like Thalia just exemplified, if you're alpha reflect for example, if Thalia is alpha reflect and they go down, they're gonna yell out alpha reflect down. Okay. Please don't chime into like voice chat or do anything like that. Just give us a quick yell and wait for us to acknowledge. Hopefully, I see it, and I'll say something. If not, then just wait, okay? I'll try to acknowledge it. I'll try to like coordinate it if Reflect needs someone else to do it. Right, I'll talk you guys through that though if that happens. But let us know that you're dead, okay? Before we can if we're not gonna make compensating instructions if we don't know you're dead. So just give us a quick info. Yeah, don't be like I'm dead. Don't be like healer dead because healer dead doesn't really tell us anything. Don't be like tank dead because we don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, just say like North 1 down or like Bravo reflect down or something like that, right? Any question? I thought I heard someone say something.
I was already resolved. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Charlie ready, Echo ready. Stand by for Bravo. Delta is ready. Alpha ready. Delta still ready. Foxtrot ready. I see a wait. Okay. Where's the turret gonna be? The turrets are gonna be along the east and west edges of the map. Like off the arena. Like as far as the turret that you're concerned about is gonna be along, they're gonna zipper in from the east and west sides. So yeah, they're like along all along the east and west edges. So what you want to do is get in front of only one, and then that's what you're gonna aim your hole towards after the Queen's Gunner radiates out a clean shot. Yeah, that's right. I know this is like your second or third time in here, so yep. Just you're building up that experience. I'm not worried about it. So. All right, Foxtrot, Delta, Charlie, Echo, Bravo. Let us know when you're ready, and Alpha is ready. Yeah. Yes. So to answer AC's question, for the first pair, they go invuln to either all magic or all physical. The color of the tether is what they are invuln against. So if you see a purple tether, I'll call it out, like for our colorblind teammates. But if you see a purple tether, you give everyone yellow steel sting. Right? You want to give your teammates the opposite buff of what the color of the tether is. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no like different shape or anything, so I'll try to call that out in voice chat. But yeah, purple tether, give your teammates yellow steel sting. Yellow tether, give your teammates purple spellforge. That's how that works. Yeah, it's hard to see though. At least it's hard for me to see. All right, let's do one more wiggle check. By the way, don't get AFK kicked. Let's do one more ready check because there's a couple questions that we had to answer. Let's make sure we're all ready. Okay, all right. Someone wants to be a Joker. Unfortunately, no blue mage here. Alpha ready. Charlie Bravo Echo. Or Charlie Bravo Foxtrot Echo. And Delta. All right. All all teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. This is an enraging encounter. Do use your lost actions right away, okay? Use your lost actions right away. All tank stances on for the moment. We're going to fight for aggro here. We're going to try to get these guys all stacked up in the middle as best as we can. When they jump away, only myself and Bang Energy will keep our tank stances on. All other tanks will turn their tank stances off. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. countdown is live. If you're steel slinging, spell forging now, go ahead and get it on your teammates. Or if you're doing it mid-combat, then, you know, ignore me. But yeah, now is the earliest that you can give your teammates steel sling spell forge. And if you don't know who needs what, don't worry about it too much. Just give it to... Okay, I guess we're going. Someone pulled. Oh, I'm gonna pop a rampart here. Raid Y going out. Please mitigate for your teammates. Let's try to stack these up a little bit better. They're a little spread out. Okay, all tank stances off except for myself and Bang. All tank stances off except for myself and Bang. Bang, go ahead and take the warrior to the wall, please. Alright, there we go. I'm going to bring the knight to the middle. We are in purple Spellforge. Main tanks, myself and Bang have priority on purple Spellforge. Otherwise, we're not holding threat. Give all teammates a purple Spellforge. Tanks have priority. First bomb mechanic. Keep in mind both targets need to die at the same time, so just keep an eye on the health. First bomb mechanic is Sword Omen. Get to the edge of the arena right now. Get to the edge of the arena right now. Bombs are tethered, or bombs are not tethered. Tethers to small on the edge of the arena. Tethers to small on the edge of the arena. Small bomb, edge of the arena. If you're tethered, go to small bomb on the edge of the arena. Alright, tethered folks, you're going to land first. When you land, run to a bomb that just exploded. Wait for the second explosion to hit. And clear. Get back in the fight. Critical rolls. If you died, please say something. Knight is very high. Warrior is boosting. Please dispel the warrior now. Knight is very high in hit points. Raid Y going out. Please mitigate accordingly. Okay. Coming up next is Tethers to Win, followed by Find the Safe Quarter. If you get Tether, you're going to Swirly Wind Puddle. If not, you're going to Sparkly Gravity. So in a few seconds here, you're going to check yourselves. If you're like right next to the warrior, make sure you step away and take a look at yourself, okay? Alright, check yourselves. If you got a tether, you're going to Swirly Wind. If not, you're going to Sparkly Gravity. Tethers to Wind now. Alright, get in position. Knight is casting Shield Omen. We're going to collapse to the middle now. Get to the middle. Find the safe quarter. Away from the French fries. Alright, a little bit towards the west. Don't go too far. Alright. Warrior is boosted. Please dispel the warrior now. Raid White is going out. Mitigate for your teammates. Warrior is very behind on DPS. Let's get it caught up. Right, small buster on tanks. Mitigate accordingly. It does kind of hurt still. Okay, repeat of mechanics with a possible color change. Oh, knight is, right, no color change. Just go ahead and kill the knight. Alright, good job. Steel Sting Spellforge no longer required. If you need to use Lost Reflect, go ahead and slot that in. I'm going to pull the soldier to the delta, knight to the, or excuse me, gunner to the middle. Was it you? What? I don't know what that is. Alright. First gunner mechanic. Small balls will turn to frogs. Follow the frogs one jump. They will create a safe spot between them. Alright. So your safe spot is going to be... it looks like 3. Yeah, 3. So 3 is a safe spot. Get in position now. Aim your opening towards the gunner in the middle first. Oh, what am I doing? Whoops. Turret on the side now. Turret on the side. Clear. Get back in the fight. Critical rolls. If you died, please say something. Buster on tanks. Okay, Raid Y coming out. Soldier's a little high. Let's get more focus on the soldier. Okay, coming up next, there's going to be 2 turrets that come out. I would like you guys to focus on the east turret first. East turret first. They're not out just yet. They're not. I just want to let you know where it's going to show up. They're not out just yet. Okay, now they're coming out. Now they're coming out. So east turret first. I saw everyone run away. All right, Bang, go ahead and take that turret. Make sure you invuln if necessary. So I kill the east turret first. I kill the west turret. Okay, Raid Y going out. See, everyone's nice and cozy between the tanks here. You're in range of my my missionary. That's why I do it like that now. All right. Hot or cold coming up, just like Castrum. If it's hot, it's pyretic. If it's cold, you keep moving. Stand by for the call. We are moving. Do not get stuck in a gap closer animation lock. Don't stop to cast. Keep moving. Move, 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 and clear. All right. Reflectors, start getting to your reflect positions. We're going to be transitioning here momentarily. Get oriented. All right. Chain 1, target to ignore 1. Tank stance on. All other tank stance off. Vandaloo, come up right here. A little bit further north, further north. DPS split up north-south. Kill the aura spheres. Reflectors, do your thing. Okay, Quit got the... Oh, Thalia got it. Oops, that's unfortunate. Yeah, make sure you turn your tank stance on next time you do that. Alright. Kill the ethereal wards. Alright, looks like we need a Bravo Reflector. Let's get Bravo Reflector reinforcement. So I'm gonna reflect Bravo. Disengage for a second. Don't get reflected. Don't get parried. Alright, number 2 tanks get in position. DPS split up north-south. Reflectors back into your reflect positions. Bravo needs someone to reflect. Alright, Aura Spheres are out. Aura Spheres are out. Kill the Aura Spheres. Let's not let them just like rampage and one-shot people. Okay, Vandaloo, it looks like you got that. Make sure you invuln that. Okay, good enough. You're alive. Alright, kill these. If you have healer LB3, just go ahead and use it as soon as you get it, but I am not expecting to see it. Disengage for a second. Watch out for the shield. Okay. Alright, let's get our dead people off the ground. I think, honestly, I should be calling for a little DPS hold going forward. I think we rezzed quite a few people at TS, and we're rezzing actually just one person, 2 people here. Actually, I think we're okay with rezzes. Second south tank invuln use, what? Oh, okay, yeah, got it. Right. Sorry, my brain didn't parse what you were saying there for a second. Okay. Yeah, that's why there's an order, right? That's why that's why I try to make sure that you guys know which order you're tanking in. That's fine. We're past it, right? Not everything goes to plan. You know, shit hits the fan, people make mistakes, and we just adjust accordingly. All right, make sure you loot your 2 chests here. That second chest with a hand token is courtesy of Thalia Zephyrus, so make sure you take that hand token and you clap. For Thalia, thank you Thalia for getting everyone their hand token here. Yeah, you don't get that hand token at Queensguard if your duelist does not clear the duel. So just every time you guys get one of those, make sure you give it up for the duelist. Alright, welcome to Phantom. And this is where our Banisher gets to slot in Lost Banish. All tank stance is off. I'm gonna go to 4. We're gonna go to 4. So hug the wall. Keep one hand on the wall, please. One hand on the wall. Don't cut through the middle. And I am going to walk over to 4. And then I'm gonna hop sprint, hug the wall, and go over to 1 because I'm a traitor. Yeah. All right. So coming up next, we're gambling on uptime here. So I'm just gonna pick 1. So I'm gonna ask those of us here on the one side, we're gonna drop our ley line, salted earths, all of our healer stuff here on the one side, and hopefully we get uptime. 50-50 chance. Let's get a ready check. I see some folks who are kind of. I'm not sure if we're all here. We might have some people at the Queensguard still. Like I guess Melanie. Hopefully you didn't fall asleep. Did they say AFK? Did I miss that? Maybe I missed it. Oh, you wasn't sure if you called it early. Well, no, the ads won't early pull if you don't like auto attack them. So I don't think it was you. I don't know why that happened. Like someone right clicked or something. All right, Bravo. Charlie Echo. Uh. Oh, you were trying to focus target? Okay, yeah. Just be careful. Yeah, be careful about stuff at Queensguard. Like, or just in general, be careful about like hitting right click and targeting. Like when I'm like next to the Queensguard, like I actually target myself. If you're gonna do that, then like be very far and don't be out of like fizz range, right click range. Delta Echo Charlie Bravo. I'm gonna say Alpha is ready because I think our teammate is asleep. Stand by for jump. Is Foxtrot ready? All right, Foxtrot. We're just gonna go. All right, stand by for countdown 30 on the board. Yeah, Focus does have a keybind. I don't know. Not everyone knows like is an expert on how to use the. Yes, this is kind of a coward star. This is kind of a coward star, but I'll allow it. That's a coward star, the one that's right behind the fan. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and bring this over to 1. All right, I want to see all of our salted earth ley lines, all that stuff here. All right, raid Y going out. Please mitigate accordingly. All right, we are looking for circle donut on the wall here. Circle donut on the 1 will mean that we gambled correctly. Circle donut on 4 means that I led you guys astray. Ah! You know what? Am I right? Like I did pick 4 at first. Maybe I'm right. So I don't know. No, I'm not right because if that were the case, then I'd be a lot more successful at the tables. Stay inside the donut. Don't fall behind. Don't get ahead. Yeah, there's no takesy backsies or whatever people want to call it. Watch out for the death wall at the end here. All right, we're gonna wait for Charlie to stop flashing. Going to Charlie now. Why did we get a provoke? What's that about? Dang, I guess there goes tanking. Oh, I turned my tank stance off by accident. My bad, team. All right, here we go. I'm like, why do I not have aggro? Yeah, because I'm not tanking. That's why. All right, 3 flashes on Delta. Then we're gonna go into Delta here in a second. 1, 2, and 3. Switch. We're waiting for 3 flashes on Charlie. Then we will return to Charlie. 1, 2, 3. Switch. All right. We're gonna see some ads here. I was about to autoplay my script here. We're gonna see some ads here. Healers heal up the Misty rates. Everyone else kill the Bloody rates. If your current target is down, move towards any other target that happens to be up. Yep, that's what I thought. All right. Yeah, don't assume that your teammates are going to cover it for you. All right. Final wave. Alpha Misty Wraith needs healing. It's not being attended to at all. Alright, interrupt mid. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this up. There's some traps up ahead. So please wait for trap sweep to happen. And that will be done by Bang Energy. Sweep 2. Alright. So check for dead. We did have an AFK timeout. I guess we lost Melanie. So unfortunate. But we're gonna proceed. Bang's gonna be revealing traps on the way down to TA. And once most of us are safely in front of Trinity Avowed, we're gonna take a 5-minute bio break. And I will also take someone from the short stack. Mindfully, okay, all right, see? Mindfully, manually make your way. That's why we have antidote, by the way. If you got touched by that trap, make sure you just pop an antidote, get rid of that poison. Be careful, right? Mindfully, manually make your way down to TA. Do not auto run. Do not auto brain, right? I think what just happened was an auto brain. Are we popping traps? Like on purpose? Is that what's going on?
Nope.
What happened in
That
the
was
what happened
that
in
was
the
an auto
hallway
burn
here?
right there on me.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right. That's fine. Well, I mean, it's not fine,
We
but
still
at
got
least
one mini, so
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
they just avoid his trap. Avoid
Yeah.
the Lala.
Oh, I see. All right. Yeah.
I forgot about that one in the hallway.
Okay. As long as you know, then that's really that's the best result. If we're gonna fuck up, at least let's learn something from it. All right. Yeah. So let's get in front of the boss here. Just wait right there, and then now that we have a missing mini trap, I want people to get away from that mini trap. Yeah. Let's not fuck around with this last one. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna hit my 5-minute wiggle check macro, and I will yield to Deputy Raid Lee Quit. So Quit's in charge while I get up and use the restroom. BRB.
Commentary. Only commentary I got. How long do I put my rice in the microwave for? Still haven't gotten a clear answer on that. Is that according to Uncle Ben's or it's another one? Minute rice? I don't know. I don't know the brand of microwavable rice. Oh shit, Sice. Get back over there. No worries, it happens. All that would have happened. We get some cool music, and everybody has to run out the arena. Exactly. I don't know. Do you gotta rinse microwaves? Actually, you don't, because I have gotten some from Costco recently. It was garbage though. It was brown rice. I'm never doing that again. See if Mommy Sunday's lurking on my stream. See if I'm gonna get yelled at. I think she's still walking home. She says she was eating some lobster today. Fancy. See you later, Silru. We're gonna miss you. Silru, who's gonna win the China Grand Prix tonight? Anybody watches Formula One? There's a race tonight, midnight my time, Pacific. I don't know what time it'll be for y'all.
All right, coming back.
And there you go. I'm out.
Silru's joining us in Alpha. Okay. All right, appreciate you for making that easy. Thank you for the adjustment. All right. Did my macro fire? It did. All right. And I was starting to get the warning myself. My bad, team. Okay, let's get a chair. Let's get a chair check. Make sure all of our teammates are back. For this chair check, this is a run and ready check, and we want to make sure that at least our new teammates who haven't cleared yet are present. All right. If someone's not responding but they've cleared, don't worry about that. Just assume that they're gonna wiggle check as necessary. They know what they need to do. Alpha chaired, Foxtrot chaired, Bravo chaired, Echo chaired. Yep. Yeah, appreciate the adjustment there. Missing one new player. Thank you for letting me know. Let's get a check on Delta. If you're missing new people, that's the main data point that I'm concerned about. But if not, then we're gonna roll ahead. Delta ready? Okay, so we're waiting for Charlie's missing new player. Yeah, okay. If you need shell, stay behind the purple line. If you already have shell or otherwise do not want it, get in front of the purple line. Yeah, let's try not to make Hiruko's life harder because they're trying to give shell out to the entire raid. Back? Is that Charlie? Is Charlie's missing player returned? Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right, welcome back. I'm going to explain a few things here, and then we're just going to go right into it. For our new folks, the expectation here is definitely not perfection. All right, there are people who are been here, veterans of many DRS runs, and they're still working on no hitting this. Right, it's genuinely a hard fight until it clicks. Right, once it clicks, then you can do it pretty easily. But not everyone's there yet. But yeah, the expectation here, if you're new, mainly just learn as much as you can. Try to stay alive and do damage as long as you can. But if you happen to die early, like say after the first temperature mechanic and you're on the ground, sometimes that's life. Okay, please do not mentally check out. Right, don't walk away from the keyboard or your controller. Just watch the fight. Target Trinity Avowed from the ground. Try to learn as much as you can. Okay, that will help you the next time you show up. If you decide to come back, that information will help you survive a little bit longer. Okay, that's how you build up your expertise and eventually go no hit in DRS, right? But yeah, I'm not expecting like excellent play from people who are here for seeing this for the first time because like I don't ask for people to study or anything like that. So you're just gonna learn by playing the game, just like God intended. All right. Anyway, let's talk about a few overarching mechanics here, and we're gonna go right into it. Elemental brand. So elemental brand, TA will cast that, and then you're gonna get a debuff. Okay, so if you can recall, in normal mode you had that overhead temperature. You had to finish at neutral by the end of whatever mechanic that was. Here in this fight, same thing happens for the first half of the fight. For the second half of the fight, you're going to be dealing with elemental brand. That debuff you're going to get is going to be like some kind of temperature. Okay, it's going to be either -1 cold brand, +2 hot brand, some random number, like between 2 cold and 2 hot. Okay, whatever that brand is, whatever brand you get, you want to finish with your overhead temperature opposite your elemental brand. Okay, so if you get a brand of -1 cold brand, you want to finish with your overhead temperature at 1 hot. Okay, if you get a +2 hot brand, you want to finish with your overhead temperature at 2 cold, right? So that's going to be only in your debuff. There's no overhead doodad or anything that will like help you visualize what that is. You need to look at your debuffs to figure that out. Okay. So pop quiz for our new folks. Let's give a little pop quiz here. Let's try to save a few lives. Luck Key. Give us a yell in yell chat. Give us a wave in yell chat. Excuse me. Are you there? I'm gonna give you a pop quiz here. Yep, just pick your name at random here. So random pop quiz. So we're doing temperature mechanics, and the elemental brand goes out. You get an elemental brand of -2 cold brand, right? So you got a debuff. It says -2 cold brand over your head. You want to finish opposite your -2 cold brand. What do you need to finish with over your head? Too hot. That's right. Okay. So good job. You're gonna survive that for sure. Let's pick one more. We got a couple of new folks here. Let's pick Vandaloo Zackert. So Vandaloo, are you there? Give us a wave and yell chat. All right. Let's say you get a debuff of +1 hot brand. So you got +1 hot brand as a debuff over your head. You want to finish opposite +1 hot brand. What do you need to finish with over your head? Yep, 1 cold. Good job. Okay, so that's enough. I think you guys got the picture. If anyone has any questions on how that works, please ask. To continue, quick march. Let's talk about quick march. There's going to be exactly 3 quick march. Well, yeah, we're going to see up to 3 quick march mechanics in this fight, depending on DPS, of course. The first 2 times you see quick march, just start on the middle, the 3 marker in the middle of the arena. Point the quick march towards the thing that won't kill you. Okay. The 3rd time you see that, it will be we're gonna be in the safe column for the arrow pattern. You're gonna use that quick march to march 2 squares into where the arrow that you want to get hit by will land. Okay. Wherever that lands, you want to quick march 2 squares into that. So you actually want to start 2 squares away from wherever you think it's gonna land, and then let quick march take you there, and then you get hit by your arrow. That's how that works. All right. So that's quick march. Let's talk about combat res. Tanks, in your party chats, just verify who is going to do lost sacrifice first. Hopefully you had that conversation while we were outside, but if not, decide right now who's going to lost sack first. In the event that both, or like, well, all 1 or 2, however many you have of your healer teammates are dead, I'm going to ask for sacks to happen right before healer LB3 time. So that's going to be at the very end of the 5th mechanic. So tanks, make sure you have a game plan on who's going to lost sack first. Let me talk to my co-tank. Thank you. All right, so conversation done. We had a chat and we reminded ourselves who's going to do what. Okay, so yeah, tanks. Hopefully you had that discussion. Tanks or pseudo tanks. If you're a pseudo tank, I highly advise the pseudo tank sack first, because if the main tank with the Aether Shield, which I'll talk about in a second, does it, then your team is losing like a lot of mitigation. So try to have the pseudo tank sack first if that's your situation. All right. Speaking of which, Aether Shields. Let's get tanks with Aether Shields on. All tanks, go ahead and equip your first Aether Shield. Pseudo tanks, if we have any pseudo tanks, go ahead and slot in your Lost Stone Skin 2. And then for every cast of Glory of Boja, I'll be calling Aether Shield Stone Skin 2 Heavy Mid. All right. and you're gonna mitigate for your teammates. If we have any pseudo healers, go ahead and slot in a fresh Lost Cure 4. It's a bad time to realize you're out of charges. Oh, wiggle check, by the way, don't get AFK kick. It's a bad time to realize you're out of charges when you press the button and nothing comes out, okay? By the time you realize what's going on, you're fumbling around with your Lost Finds holster while you're dodging mechanics. You're looking for that cure. Like, your team is dead by the time you figure that out, okay? So just make sure you re-up your Lost Cure 4 if you're a pseudo healer. And don't even worry about that. That's one less thing to worry about during this fight. Because there's a lot, okay? Let's go ahead and get ready checks out. And then report when your team is ready. While ready checks are going out, I want to say a few words of encouragement, question mark. TA is hard. Don't expect this to be a cakewalk easy fight. We've been blowing through bosses a lot today, so high DPS certainly. Good job on that. But I've seen high DPS attempts just like eat it here at TA, right? Sometimes that happens. Excuse me, I had to take a sip. If this is your first time here, listen, call outs, do what you think you need to do. If you die here, not the end of the world, all right? Just relax, don't get flustered, and learn from your death. Yeah, you're not going to learn anything if you're like stressed out of your gourd. I know raid anxiety is a thing. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to command you to be relaxed because like I can't do that. But do note, or like I hope it's apparent like how much care we take into trying to provide like a good learning environment for folks, right? So no one's going to judge you if you die early. Just, you know, sometimes it be like that. And if we wipe here, then we wipe, no big deal. I will not do an encore today because we've been at it for quite a while already. So I will not do an encore. I'm running it again tomorrow, and I think Will is running again in like 2 hours. So you guys got plenty of options this weekend. You don't have, and you're here at TA, so you're reclear qualified already. So welcome. All right, that's all I got. Let's see here. Bravo 7 of 8, Delta ready, Echo ready, Charlie Foxtrot ready, Alpha ready. Standing by for Bravo. What's going on here? Yes, I'll mention that. Don't worry about that. Charlie, Foxtrot, Echo, Delta, Bravo 7 of 8, Alpha ready. Bravo, let us know when you're good. Bravo ready. Okay. All are we doing for all fight? It's like all the entire fight we're managing the temperature gauge. If it's not clear, you'll learn it. You're gonna learn it with your body. If my brief explanation wasn't it, then just hopefully you learn through experience. All right, stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. All right, pop food. Everyone, take a bite of your mocha smoked chicken pop toast salad. This is a serious fight. If we get a bunch of deaths here, very likely we hit enrage. So just let's respect this. Use all of our stuff. Alright, first thing that happens is stack buster, so all tanks will stack up north. We're gonna share that buster. First thing here. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lost actions, potions, everything you got. Alright, stack and share this buster with me tanks. Okay, return to your teammates. Everyone stack up tight. Aether shield, stone skin, 2 heavy mid. If you're doing stone skin, do it one more time, help out with a bleed. Okay, 3 random weapon sequences. Pay attention to where I'm directing you. Go mercy back. Mercy back. Get behind her, Lord have mercy. That is a back. Alright. Next is gonna be in front or out. Caster's fizz range can pre-position for both. Down front, get in front. Okay, next is going to be away or out. Without, go away from the boss. Turning, flash, get away. And we are starting with the boulder pattern. Stack it up on 3 in the middle. Stack it up on the middle. Take note of your overhead temperature. You're going to get a quick march in a few seconds. You're going to use that quick march to march from 3 into the boulder that will neutralize your overhead temperature. You want to finish this at 0. Okay, finish at 0. Alright, stack it up in the middle. Healers, please heal us up before we walk off. Alright, find your boulder. Point your quick march. We are marching in 3, 2, 1. Let's take a walk. And clear. Stand. Stack on boss. Stack on boss. Okay. Aether Shield. Stone Skin 2. Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 one more time. Help out with the bleed. Okay, she's gonna adjust to 3 and face north. Get behind her after she moves. Okay, get behind her now. She's face north. Stand south. Alright, second burst is coming up. Make sure you're using your lost action potions, whatever. Tank stack up front. Don't pop mitigation just yet. Everyone take a look at your quick march debuff. Alright, stack and share. Alright, take note of that quick march. You're going to march yourself towards Bravo or Delta away from the column of fire. So look for the column of fire. We are going the other way. We are going to Bravo in 3, 2, 1. Bravo now. If you're a firewalker, if you happen to re-raise, you'll walk yourself out of the fire. Don't run. Don't sprint. Alright, good job. Take note of your overhead temperature. There's no extra gimmick here. Find your arrow that you need to get hit by. Trace it out. Trace it out and wait for your arrow to shoot. Arrow shooting now. Sorry, I got thrown off for a second. All right, stack on boss. Stack on boss. Okay, Aether Shield. Heavy Mitt. Okay, I'm going to keep her right here. Get in front of the boss. She's faced towards 3. She's faced towards the inside of the arena. Get in front of the boss. She is faced towards 3. Get in front of the boss. She is faced towards 3. Down front. Okay, we're going in sword pattern. For this one, I'm going to call a safe spot 1, 2, 3, or 4. Your job is to neutralize your overhead temperature by first going to the safe spot, then looking for the clone that will give you the temperature that will neutralize your overhead temperature, and then you step one step north, south, east, or west from that safe spot. Okay, so here's a safe spot. Safe spot is 4. So from 4, find your clone, move only north, south, east, or west. From 4 diagonal to 4 will get you hit by 2 swords, and you're gonna die. All right, second safe spot is 2. You still need to get hit. Your answer is north, south, east, or west of 2. Diagonal to 2 is not correct. Alright, stack on boss, stack on boss. Make sure you're using your lost actions here. Alright, Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Alright, we are now approaching the second half of the fight. So I think next is sword, or it's not sword, staff. Yep, without, go away from the boss. Flash, get away. Alright. Go to 3. Stack on 3, please. Okay, for this one, there's Elemental Brand. Take note of your Elemental Brand debuff. Remember, you want to finish opposite your Elemental Brand. Yeah, don't Lost the Rise now. Don't sack or anything. That's gonna get people killed. Alright, healers, please heal us up. Alright. While obeying Unseen Eye, find your boulder, walk yourself. It looks like north-south black squares are safe. North-south dark squares are safe. Alright, stack on boss, stack on boss. Aether Shield. Let's slow DPS. No more dots, please. No more dots. No more dots. Continue damage. We're going to stop at 5%. Stop at 5. Get behind the boss. 8%. We're going to stop at 5. No more dots, please. No more dots. No more dots. 7%. Continue damage. No more dots. Unseen Eye coming out from Charlie. 6%. No more dots. No more dots. Okay. Inner Cardinal is safe. 5%. Stop damage. Stop damage. Pop Sprint. Wait for these gleaming arrows to shoot. We'll go to Delta now, Delta now, Delta now. Okay. I'll give a signal when to lost sack. If you need to lost sack, get that ready to go. Okay. First, calmly take a look at your overhead temperature. Take a look at your elemental brand. Stop damage, please. No dots, no dots. Think about what you need to be hit by to be opposite your elemental brand. You might already be balanced. Take note of your quick march. That's 2 squares worth of quick march. Arrows are showing up on the far end. Alright, find your arrow, trace it out, get 2 squares away from where it's going to land. Arrows are resolved, or quick march in 2, 1, quick march now. Alright, stack on boss. Healers, or excuse me, tanks against the wall. Healers get to the middle. Don't, Aether Shield, heavy mitt. Healer LB3 now. Tanks, get your dead healers up if necessary. Alright, stack Buster with me. Just gonna pop all my shit here. Okay, I'm gonna face her towards 3. Go ahead and kill. Go ahead and kill, good job. Stay in front of the boss, let's not lose any more people to this. She's pointed towards 3. Alright, good job. Is that a perfect TA? No one died at all? Is that what happened? 0 death TA? Oh wait, we got 1. Okay. Let's get them off the ground. No, I didn't see that. Okay, I'm sorry. I was like looking away from her. I just didn't see her in the corner there. You're close. All right. Yeah, I mean, just work. You'll get it eventually. Like, I have faith. You show up a lot, so like I want to see you no death this. One day. Like, it's, you know, it'll happen. All right. Let's get them off. Oh, we're still working on it. Yeah, make sure you guys are taking turns, by the way. Cool. All right. Make sure you loot your chest here. Do not go ahead yet. Make sure you loot your chest here. All right, please. Hopefully we didn't lose this mini trap over here. But all of our new folks and whoever else wants to participate, please return to the room with the traps. Be very careful of this trap next to the door. All right, I'm gonna stand right here. So all of our new folks, whoever else wants to participate, come on back to the room with the traps in it, and let's stand next to this pink trap in the back wall, the only one of its kind in this instance. All right, is that everyone? I see some folks running up. Okay, in a few seconds, yeah, I think that's it. All right, in a few seconds, we're gonna jump on this trap, and then what you're going to do is what we are going to do is hold a foot race. We're gonna race from here. We're gonna jump behind the jump pad behind the TA arena, and then instead of going to the queen, we're gonna go straight through the bars on the other side of the jump pad. All right, we're gonna go straight. Sweep 3. Before I forget, I always forget this. Sweep 3 is Lana Curiel. So just get ready to sweep here. And without any further ado, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. Be careful of that trap. Be careful of that trap. All right. Who is in front? Eludia Les Recta is currently leading the way. But it looks like close competition. It looks very close. Looks like they they got another Onavant. They might be the winner here. It's looking pretty close. I don't know. Noni in second. There's a fight for second. Noni and Amane Asakura. But there can only be one winner. You need to go through the gate on the other side. I can't see it. Let me know who it is. All right, there's traps downstairs. Be careful of that. Elu, okay. So yeah, congratulations. There's traps in this next room. Be careful. Stay on the stairs until they're revealed. and then mindfully, manually make your way to the next fight. Oh, the traps are nice today. They're like yesterday they were like right in front of the door. Today they're in nice places. All right, welcome to the second to last fight. Many folks, you're gonna get a speed boost here in a few seconds. Please don't speed boost into a trap. Someone tripped me. All right. Welcome to Minotaur. Oh, Haruka just popped something. What did you put in? Dispel? I'm assuming you're doing the dispel here. I'll put the delta marker right on top of you. There we go. So dispellers on delta, reflectors on the Bravo marker. Let's get 3 of each since we only have like 5.5. No, you know what? We have 5.5 parties. Let's get 4 of each. 4 of each. Quadruple redundancy. Let's not get quintuple redundancy is overdoing it. Because we still want to save some for the queen just in case we lose folks here. So we still want to have something in the pocket for queen. Alright, let's get one more reflector on Bravo though. One more reflector. Alright, I'm going to pick you. No, Noni, come on over to Bravo. You're going to help reflect in the inner ring. Yeah, you don't need that spell forge, by the way, so if you want to use Lost Reflect here, that will be quite helpful. All right, so those of you on Bravo, you're going to be reflecting a ball of fire. Those of you on Delta, you're going to be dispelling a ball of earth. You're going to dispel a stone skin off the ball of earth, and you're going to give it some damage, right? But for the ball of fire, you're just going to reflect its damage back to it. So ball of fire, ball of earth. When this Stigmalok Lord in front of us hits 70%, it becomes untargetable. This is when you go to the inner ring, which I am marking right now. Okay, you take a position randomly inside this inner ring. Reflectors, you are looking for a ball of fire. Dispellers, you're looking for a ball of earth. Only one of each will show up at any at the same time. Like only one. How do I say this? One pair of ball of fire, ball of earth will spawn at a time. There's 4 of you because we have quadruple redundancy, but don't assume that your teammates will get this for you, okay? Like if you're on the other side of where the thing shows up that you need to attend to, don't leave it to your teammates because you might be the only one alive, all right? Frequently, this fight will go sideways and like healers will get killed on the inside because like the Minotaurs are loose and are killing people one at a time. So just assume that you're the only person alive to do the mechanic because that might actually be the case, right? So don't be like it's too far. I'll leave it to my teammates because they might be dead. All right. If there's any questions on that, please ask. Let's get all tanks. All tanks. You are going to hug the wall and take a position. Oh no, not all tanks up front. I meant all tanks hug the wall, and you're gonna take a position on a numbered marker. So I'm gonna put 4 number markers over here. Just take a position on one of them. If there are like 2 experienced people next to each other, try to spread the experience around the ring. Actually, I think you guys are already pretty well distributed. All right, I'll take up 1. I'll be on 1. Okay, 2. Let's have. I think you've been here quite a bit, so we'll have you do that. Okay. All tanks, regardless if you're like new or not, just make sure you're on a numbered marker right now. Anyone else? Are we missing anyone? Okay. Cool. Oh, Anla. All right. Yeah, you're going. All right. I'll be over at 1, so this will be my spot. All right. So tank groups. You guys are going to be walking together. Anla, can you take 2? I don't know if you're like looking for a spot. Just take 2 if you're still trying to figure out where to go. All right, so the way this works, our marked tank is going to be the primary ad bait. Unmarked tank is trap sweep, okay? There's going to be 4... wiggle check, by the way. Don't get AFK kicked. Everyone jump. Everyone jump. Everyone jump. Yep. Yeah, if you've never tanked before, you're gonna learn today. You'll learn today. Don't worry. All right. So when ad phase starts, again, Stigma Lock Lord. When we bring it down to 70%, that's when the ad phase starts. There's going to be 4 ads that show up inside of the inner ring, roughly in this position. Okay, I'm just kind of. I should really just set this as a marker set. I don't know. That's fine. I'm too lazy to do that. But yeah, there's going to be 4 ads that show up inside of the inner ring just like that. So the marked tank is going to turn their tank stance on. You're going to provoke and you're going to spam your threat tool. You're going to pull that ad to the outer ring. Those of you tanks who are not marked, try to get on the board with threat, but don't actually like rip threat away from the marked tank partner. Okay, just try to be like second or third threat. But yeah, we're gonna pull the ads to the outer ring, and then we're gonna run them clockwise around the outer ring. Okay. Unmarked tanks, you're gonna walk with your tank partner. When we first start moving, about 2/3 of the way to the next marker. So like those of you on 4, as you're going to 1, about 2/3 of the way to 1. Those of us on 1 going to 2, about 2/3 of the way to 2, so on and so forth. 2/3 of the way to the next marker when we first start moving. You're gonna see the floor turn yellow. That is entrapment. Entrapment is when a random trap gets put somewhere. In our case, there's going to be 4 traps that are laid on the outer ring, 1 in each quarter lap of the outer ring. Okay, so when you see the yellow floor come out, you just immediately go to the next number in sequence. Okay, 4 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, so on and so forth. Okay, wait for the yellow floor to get bright and then go away. When the yellow floor goes away, please don't be earlier than that. When the yellow floor goes away, when it's gone, you pop the unmarked tank is going to pop sprint, invuln, and run the next quarter lap. Okay, you're going to continue clockwise around the outer ring from wherever you are. Unmarked tank are going to pop sprint, invuln, and run the next quarter lap. You're doing that to pop a trap. Okay, there's going to be a trap somewhere along the outer ring, so there should be an unmarked tank on each number right now. So yeah, just sweep ahead of your marked tank partner. At that point, okay? Again, like you're walking with your tank partner when we first start moving, and then when the floor turns yellow and the yellow goes away, you sweep from the next number to the next number after that, okay? All right. And then once you've done that maneuver, you return to your marked tank partner and work on staying second or third threat. If your marked tank partner dies, you immediately take over and continue pulling that ad clockwise around the outer ring. If that ad like auto attacks anyone, they're taking a stack of doom, 2 auto attacks, and they'll be on the ground. Okay, that's why we're spamming our ranged threat tool. All right. Any tanks have any questions? All right. Instructions for everyone else. If you are not assigned anything specifically here, then you're gonna go onto the 1 marker. Okay. So Stigma Lock Lord, we're gonna slow burn Sigma Lock Lord to 70%. You can use your 1-minute actions. Don't use your 2 minutes. All right. Save your 2 minutes. Your lost actions, your juice, your special sauce for the ad phase, because the ad phase is dangerous. This guy not so much. So we want to slow burn Stigma Lock Lord to 70%. Not too slow that we see like too many mechanics, especially puddles. But just like save something for the ad phase, okay? When Stigma Lock Lord jumps to the middle, all of you back here, you guys are gonna go to the 1 marker, right? You're gonna go to 1 marker. And then you're going to stay on the 1 marker. If you can attack an ad from the 1 marker, please do that. If you're a melee person, please do not like run up and start hitting the ad, because you might get touched, right? You might get touched, and that'll put you on the ground if you get 2 auto attacks. So stay on the 1 marker. If you're like a caster, fizz ranged healer, just attack from the 1 marker. If you're a melee with a ranged attack solution, you're samurai, you spam your MP. Ninja, spam your throwing daggers. If you're a monk, you cannot throw hands. Unfortunately, that's not a range attack. So you just chill out on the 1 marker, and then wait until you can leave the 1 marker. Okay, I'm going to instruct everyone to stay on the 1 marker until the first push-pull mechanic. So let's see here. All right, thank you, Fopta, for giving us the pictures in raid text chat. So those of you here for the first time, take a look at Discord, raid text chat. At the last picture that Fopta put is the picture of the debuffs of concern and where to stand to resolve them. Okay, those of you staying on the 1 marker, you're gonna everyone's gonna get the debuffs, but for those of you staying on the 1 marker, you're gonna be here until the first debuff show up. Everyone's gonna get this. Okay, so when the debuffs come out, you immediately move into the appropriate side of the notch, and then you get pushed or pulled depending on your debuff. Okay, so you only get one of these two debuffs. If you get the debuff for the lines, that is the pull in effect. You go outside. You start from the outer like notch here, and then when the debuff resolves, you get pulled across the notch to the inside notch. Okay. If you get a debuff with the pink cloud due getting knocked back, that is the opposite. You start on the inside and get it blown out. Okay. There's only two debuffs here, and you might be thinking to yourself, it's pretty easy, right? Like, how hard could this possibly be to mess up? The first one you get is going to resolve in like 3 seconds. Okay. So if you're following instructions, you're staying on the one marker, you're already in a good position to get to the correct side of your notch, because this is a notch right here, right? So when you get that first debuff, get to the correct side of your notch, and then once you resolve that, then you're clear to leave, okay? You don't need to stay on the one marker anymore after that. I might even encourage you guys to spread out, because there's going to be some puddles that are coming up shortly. We don't want to like cover this entire area with puddles, so the oncoming tank from 4 has to like walk through all that, okay? Just try not to make their life miserable. Well, try not to make their life harder than necessary. All right? That's all I got. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and ask, but otherwise, let's go ahead and get ready checks. It is a lot of info, yes. Just focus on your piece of the puzzle. So, Crow, where are you? You are, well, I can just right-click target you. Well, yeah, you're DPS. So you effectively, your instructions, Crow, you just stay here. Stay on the one marker. Like, not right away, but like after, like, I'll tell you when you can go to 1. How about that? All right, Echo ready, Alpha ready. Standing by for Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and Foxtrot. But yeah, Crow, your instruction really is to get to the 1 marker when it's add phase time, and then do whatever you can from the 1 marker until you do your first push pull. And then when you do your first push pull, you can go wherever you want. Just don't walk into the death wall. You feel optimistic? Good. And listen, if you die, like, you know, it happens all the time. Don't stress out too much about it. But it doesn't look like you're stressing out, so I'm not gonna belabor the point. Echo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Charlie, Delta, Bravo. All right, there you go. All teams are ready. All teams are ready. Tank stance check. All tank stances off for the moment. When add phase starts, Hex 2, 3, and 4 will turn the tank stance on. I'll be taking point here. Stand by for countdown, 30 on the board. All right, I advise you guys to pop food. This is not an enraging fight, but it is high lethality if we linger too long, okay? So let's make sure we pump out damage at the add phase, okay? At the add phase, not here, not right now. We want to slow burn this boss. We want to save our big hitters for the add phase. It's the add phase that's dangerous. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna aim a buster up north, stand clear. Alright, everyone get ready to get inside the boss's hitbox. Get inside the boss's hitbox now. Find your arm's length surecast. Arm's length surecast now, please. Alright, stay very close, preferably inside the boss's hitbox. Dodge this triple whack. Easier to dodge if you're up close. That's why I tell you guys to get up close. Alright, 70%. Get into your position now. Hex 2, 3, 4 tanks. Turn your tank stance on. Everyone to 1 unless you're a healer in the inner ring. Alright, adds are out. Pull your ad to the outside. And rotate. Start rotating your tanks. Or not your tanks, your ads. Where's my tank partner? Yeah, there you are. Okay, come on up. Alright, Flores, go ahead and sweep. Unmarked tank, pop sprint, invul, and run the next quarter lap. Alright, good job. Alright, debuffs are out. Line is pull in, pink cloud push out. Oh, side. You need to. Okay, that was a poison trap. That's what the antidote's for. Alright, that's fine. You're up. Make sure you pop a re-raiser, by the way. Alright, get back into a notch. Lightning bolt. Get back into a notch. Yep. Yeah, you gotta give a little bit more room than that when you're pulling an ad. That's fine. Yeah, you want to be like 2 notches ahead if you're a pulling tank. Okay, debuffs are coming out soon. They're not going to resolve right away. Who is this? Nacl DRS Run. Try not to be too far ahead because it's cutting a very small circle. Everyone in a notch. Everyone in a notch. Yeah, when you're pulling an ad, try not to be too far ahead that it like cuts through the middle or anything like that. All right, good job. Cool, balls are resolved. All right, all tank stances off. Raid Y going out. Please mitigate accordingly. All tank stances off. I'm gonna resume tank duties here. I'm not tracking any GDP. So I'm going to operate under the assumption we have no GDP. Take all the puddles outside. Don't drop that anywhere in the middle, please. All right, 1,000 ton swing. You got to get out of the puddle after you drop it. 1,000 ton swing. All right, that is 20 yards. Get away from that. There's no like telegraph for it. Oh, my bad. I forgot to turn my tank stance on. I got it. I'm sorry. All right. Sorry about that. Again. Drop all the puddles on the outside. There's going to be one more set. Drop the second set outside. Alright, everyone else stack it up in the middle. We're baiting Crushing Hoof. Alright. Get away from that marker. You know what that means. And then we're going to come back to a triple whack. Alright, avoid the triple whack. Easier to dodge if you're up close. Alright, I'm not tracking any GDPs, so... we're just gonna keep it here, I guess. Alright, staying clear of main threat. I'm gonna point a buster away from everyone else here. Yeah, I'm not expecting GDP, so go ahead and kill it. I'm out here like praying that I'm wrong, but no GDP. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get our dead teammates off the ground. Oh, they're already up. Okay. You guys are on top of it. Okay. Well, let's loot our chest here. And we're going on to the final fight in this encounter. Macchio. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and relog. All right, welcome to the final fight in this encounter. Got a few folks watching cutscenes, I assume. Yep, got a couple, so we'll wait for that to wrap up. Don't feel like you need to skip it or anything. I am definitely not asking you to do that. Yeah, don't click off your essence, by the way. Don't do that. Alright, I see people running up. Okay, I'm assuming the cutscenes are over. Cool. Okay, it looks like someone's offering re-raise if you need it. Stand on the 4 marker. I don't think everyone's gonna be assisted, but they're gonna... Whoever's giving it out will try to get as many people as they can, I guess. Alright, welcome to, not Trinity Seeker. Here. There you go. You're gonna get to be the star of the show. It's your time. It is your time. So all tank stances off except Deirdre Zayakri. Deirdre's gonna tank for us because I did promise last night that they would do it. So we gonna do it. Alright, let's get, before I talk about that stuff, well, you already know what you need to do. Well, I say that and then maybe not, but just as we go into each cleansing slash, you're gonna pop all your shit, and then I'll give you the stone skin. Okay, if I let you die from Stone Skin, you can blame me for that. Right? You can write a mean Reddit post and be like, Nacl Free sucks. And then people will write in the reply, who the hell are you talking about? Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, you can blame me if you die. How about that? If you die from cleansing slash specifically, okay? Alright, let's get 4 dispellers on Delta. 4 dispel capable individuals on Delta first. It could be the same 4, it could be different folks, I don't care. But just let's get 4 dispel capable individuals on Delta. Let's get one more volunteer. You'll continue the thread. You'll just never let me live it down. Okay, nice. Alright, cool. So all 4 of you, just like in Minotaur, there's 4 of you dispelling. So go ahead and slot in your last dispel. At 2 points in this fight, the queen is going to gain 4 buffs. Just keep spamming your dispel until all those buffs are gone. Okay. Dispel until all buffs are gone. Otherwise, we're probably going to start dying pretty quickly if you don't do that. All right, I'll call it out when you need to do that, so don't worry too much about that. Hopefully, with quadruple redundancy, if 1 or 2 of you die, we still have people dispelling. So between the 4 of you, hopefully you guys can take care of it. All right. Let's get all reflect capable individuals. All reflect capable individuals on the Bravo marker. Yeah, everyone who is capable of reflecting. If you got a light curtain in the pocket as a tank, as a DPS, come over here to Bravo. Let's see who is reflect capable. That's it? Usually it's a lot more. No? Alright, cool. Alright, so those of us here, yeah? We got more? Alright. Those of us here on the Bravo marker, if you are reflecting, we're going to have a reflect party. And what this is, there's going to be 5 orbs that show up on the field. They appear in random locations, so I'm not actually going to promise that I'm going to give... I'll try to call it out, but I can't promise that I will call it out accurately, okay? Because they're in random locations on the field. So what we are going to do as the hive mind, the reflect team hive mind, we're going to connect our psychic powers. We're going to connect our brains. We're going to connect our hearts. And we're going to reach out across the internet to each other in brotherhood and fellowship. And we're all going to pick the same reflect orb, right? Psychically, which is just going to happen, okay? And if your bond with us is strong, you're going to pick the same orb as everyone else. If you have a weak bond and you're picking the orb and you're by yourself, then your psychic powers have failed you, so now you need to use your eyes, okay? Use your eyeballs, look on the field, look where everyone else is standing, and then walk over to where everyone else is standing and continue reflecting the orb that everyone else is reflecting, okay? We only need to kill 1 orb, so try to kill one that's close to the queen, but really just pick an orb and reflect it. And if you're by yourself, walk over to where everyone else is and continue reflecting, okay? If you're using light curtain, you've got 10 whole seconds of reflect. That's enough time to like look around and you're like, oh, I'm by myself. I better go walk over to where everyone else is, right? And you'll still have reflect, okay? That's all I got. That's going to happen 2 times, so just kind of pay attention to that, all right? That is all I got there. There's going to be 2 points in this fight. I'm going to mark myself as safety Dorito. So there's 2 points in this fight where I'm going to ask you guys to stack on me. So when I ask you guys to do that, I want your feet just like that. I want your feet to be on top of my feet, just like Nelthrissa here, okay? I might move for that. I'm going to ask you to move with me. What I'm going to do this for is for Relentless 2 specifically. I'm trying to use the knockback orb. I don't think we saw this earlier, actually. But if you've been on a previous DRS run and you've seen knockback orb at Queensguard, that's what's going to happen here. I'm using the knockback orb to get us knocked away from the queen slash, right? Wiggle check, by the way, don't get AFK kick. Omicron is up? Okay, I don't know what that is, but alright. Okay, but yeah, just stack on me when I call for that. Everything else I'll call out. And oh wait, I gotta talk about super chest. Okay, so these are my super chest macros. If you have your own method of doing super chest, like your, I don't know, reverse FUD or whatever, go ahead and do that. Don't worry about callouts, okay? If you need callouts, I'll be giving callouts for how to resolve super chest. Super chest is an individual mechanic, so this is not something that you can follow your nearest neighbor and expect to survive. Okay, we all might have like different configurations of debuffs for this, so pay attention. So if you're following callouts, this is what's going to happen. There's going to be a safe spot either dead north or dead south. This tile right here. So wherever the safe spot shows up, if you're following callouts, you start running away from the safe spot. Okay, you don't want to start in the safe spot. You want to finish there after 2 movement edicts. So while you're running away from the safe spot, you're gonna take a look at your debuffs, and you're gonna observe 2 numerical debuffs on your debuff like area wherever that is on your screen. Add those 2 numbers up. You're gonna come up with a sum of 5, 6, or 7. Okay, 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 plus 4, 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 plus 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. Right. So whatever your sum is, I'm gonna be giving you directions on where to stand based on that sum. So, for example, if the safe spot shows up north, you start running down south. You look at your debuffs. I'm doing the same. I'm also looking at the configuration of the pawns on the outside. And maybe I say something like this: wall is safe, back is safe. 5's on 2, 6 is in the back right corner, 7's on delta. I'm gonna repeat myself: 5's on 2, 6 is in the back right corner, 7's on delta. So based on that sum, you're gonna go to that tile that is marked. Like if you're 5, you go to the tile with a 2 marker on it. If you're 6, you go to the back right corner. When I say corner, I mean back right corner facing the safe spot. And then if you're 7, you go to the delta. 7's on delta. So you wait there until the first of your 2 debuffs shows up over your head. Only one of those will show up. It's going to be a number, 2, 3, or 4. What that means is you want to walk that many tiles to survive that mechanic, right? In general, right? So if you're following callouts, wherever you start, like I have you starting on a specific square, and you're going to move in a specific way. You're going to move to the right first, and then when you run out of tiles, you continue towards the safe spot. So in this situation, if the safe spot is up north, we start moving up north towards the safe spot. You keep moving until you run out of dots, right? Or you move until you run as many tiles as you had dots over your head. If you regularly experience lag, it might take a second for the dots to disappear. So kind of be mindful about that. If you get a big red line over your head, that means you went too far and you need to go back. Okay? If you have like a 3-second window to correct yourself if you overran. Oh, wiggle check, by the way, don't get AFK kicked. Yeah, everyone jump. All right, yeah, you have a few seconds to correct yourself if you get the big red line. But if you don't correct that, then you're gonna die. Okay. All right, that's super chess. That's super chess. The second number you get, doesn't really matter what that is. You just go to the safe spot after that. All right, and that's super chess. All right, that's all I got in the way of explanations. Go ahead and run ready checks, please. Yeah, again, if that's like a lot of explanations, just DC and Foxtrot, roger that. Yeah, if that's a lot of explanations, just like TA, just like Minotaur, if you're new, just do the best you can, right? I know a lot of people don't learn by watching a video or listening to me do word salad before a fight. So if you're the type that learns by experience, we're gonna get experience right now. While we are waiting for our Foxtrot teammate to return and our reg checks to finish, I want to shout out all the people who helped make this run happen today. Because as if it wasn't already apparent, there's a lot that goes into at least doing a hosted version of this. So anyway, I want to shout out our 2 renders today, Reindeer Alyssa, as Ara Isaac. Excuse me if I'm. Please let me know if I'm mispronouncing your name. But Ara Isaac, Reindeer Alyssa, thank you both for running Lost Rend Armor on every enraging encounter, giving the 10% damage taken debuff on all enraging encounters. Appreciate you doing that. Our 3 sweepers today: Thalia Zephyrus, sweep 1; Bang Energy, sweep 2. Before TA, Lana Kirail, sweep 3 after Trinity Avowed. Thanks to all 3 of you for revealing all traps throughout this dungeon. Thanks to Thalia Zephyrus for doing the duel, getting the hand token for everyone here, and giving your excellent duelist DPS to all enraging encounters. To our 2 shellers, Haruko Malis at TA, Wind Up Freelancer right here at Queen. So thank you both for giving everyone shell. Our flare star was Melanie Jagodoc, but they got kicked out earlier because 10 minutes AFK and stuff happens. Thank you Gusso Alilmas for banish at Phantom. Appreciate you doing that. And then let's see here. Thank you Fopta for leading Slime side earlier. Thank you Quit Trying for leading Golem side and being deputy raid lead. And finally, last but not least, I want to thank. See, I'm gonna move like I'm gonna thank someone on the left side, but I'm actually gonna switch things up today. And I'm gonna thank Lana Karail. I want to thank Light Andri. Thank you for taking time out of your busy weekend schedule to be here. Thank you Katya Kazanova for being here. Leo Arior, thank you for being here, and thank all of you for choosing to take time out of your busy weekend schedule to hang out with us here on Lego Steppers. A lot of us, we don't have a whole lot of time on the weekends, perhaps busy weekday schedules. So, thank you for choosing to be here with us on Lego Steppers. Thank you for trusting me with your time. And hopefully I use that effectively. I tried to use it as effectively as I could. That's what I want to say. Alright, did our Foxtrot teammate come back? Oh, he Foxtrot ready? Good. Delta Alpha ready. What else we got here? Looking for Bravo, Charlie, and Echo, looks like. Bravo ready. Charlie ready. Echo ready. Alright. All teams are ready. Tank stance check. Only Deirdre Zayakri should have it on. All other tank stance off. And Deirdre, I'm going to hit you up with some buffs here. Alright. Go ahead and pop food. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. For the final time in this dungeon, pop food. Alright. Tank stance check. Only Deirdre should have it on. All other tank stance off. Alright, good luck. Have fun, win or lose. Thank you guys for being a part of this run. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Post-turn, blast action, everything you got. Load up. It's going to be a big mitigation event here in a few moments. Try to stack up as best as you can so you're not out of range of mitts. Alright, Aether Shield, heavy mitt. Stone Skin 2 if you got it. Alright, murder chest coming up. Hopefully I do not murder the raid with a bunk call. Alright. Second from north all the way south is not safe. Not safe. Okay, 1 on the right, 3 on the left. I have the picture. North Swing Glow is going to force us in the cardinal direction where we're going. We're going to the right. Right here, this black square, back half of this. Don't go all the way to the wall. Wall is not safe. Okay, we are going to remain in this column. Remain in this column. Do not move off this column. Alright. Good job. In a few seconds here, Deirdre, I'm going to ask you to pop all your personal mitts. Alright, go ahead and pop all of your mitts. Oops. Oh god. Okay, please, Essun and Deirdre. That was my fault. I jinxed it. Alright, I'm just going to take over. Aether Shield. Heavy mitt. Deirdre, provoke back when you lose your physical bone. That's my fault. I was late on the Stone Skin. My bad, teammate. You can blame me for that one. Okay, full downtime mechanic. This is Super Chest 1. Find the safe spot, go the other way. Okay, we're going south. Wall is safe. Back is safe. 5's on Charlie. 6 is in the back right corner. 7's on Delta. 5's on Charlie. 6 is in the back right corner. 7's on Delta. So these 3 squares, alright? 5's on Charlie. 6 is in the back right corner. 7's on Delta. Stand by for your first movement edict. Wait. And start walking down the Charlie column. When you run out of dots, stop moving. If you see a big red line, you went too far, you need to go back. Yeah, Charlie column. Alpha's gonna get hit. Yep. Okay, finish it up in the safe spot. If you're gonna die, die in the safe spot. All right, Deirdre, provoke after we're done here. After we're done with this, I'm gonna turn my tank stance off. All right, reopeners here with your last actions, everything you got. Okay, stack up tight. Don't be out of range of mitigation. Serena, you want to stack with your teammates over here. Yep, there you go. All right, Aether Shield, heavy mitt. Okay, if you are not reflecting, start considering spreading out. Sovereignty gauge has appeared at 100. Spam your dispels and get your reflex going. Okay, Sovereignty 99, 100. Light curtain now. Light curtain now. All right, just pick an orb. I'm gonna use my psychic power. It looks like we're all over here. All right, everyone in a bubble. Everyone in any bubble that shows up. Doesn't matter which. Just get protected. Get in bubble. Quit out there. About to. Yep. That's unfortunate. We tried. All right. Relentless one. See this gunner over here? This is where you're gonna point your hole. This is where you're pointing your hole. Order of operations: north swing blow, tethers to swirly wind, gunner mechanic. So if you're tethered, you're going swirly wind. Here's north swing blow first. Where are we going? To the west. Tethers to wind, swirly wind, non-tethers to lightning. Once you're in position, aim your opening towards the gunner in the corner between 3 and 4. Enter it on the side. Right, Deirdre is going to pop all your mitts now. Pop all your mitts. I'm gonna spam spam stone skin on you. I'm not gonna mess this up. All right, there you go. Yay! There you go. You're doing it. You're doing it. All right, this is gonna be a full downtime mechanic coming up. Please don't start your burst because she's going to go away. You're gonna be very sad. Alright, this is where I'm gonna ask you guys to stack on me. Hold your burst, she's going away. Alright, where's the knight? Where's the knight? Where's the knight? Where's the queen? Easy pattern, front left. Stack right here. Right here, right here, right here. Alright. Untethered at 1 and 2. Where are we going? Where's the queen? Where are we going? Okay, small, single safe spot. Right here. This is it. The only spot. This is the only spot right here. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, 1 and 2 is okay. My bad, I misread that. Well, I misread that in the right. Aether Shield. I forgot to call for burst. Oh well. Yeah, we're like well ahead of schedule here, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll burst, I guess after Super Chest 2, which is happening right now. Okay, find the safe spot. Go the other way. Where's it? Okay, we're going south. Back is not safe. Wall is safe. Back is not. 5's on Charlie. 6 is between Bravo and Charlie. 7's on Bravo. 5's on Charlie. 6 is between Bravo and Charlie. 7's on Bravo. 5's on Charlie. 6 is between Bravo's and Charlie. Bravo and Charlie. 7's on Bravo. Stand by for your first movement. Yick. Wait. We are going down the Charlie column, not the Alpha column. Charlie column. When you run out of dots, stop moving. If you see a big red line, you need to go back. Alright, finish it up in the safe spot. If you're gonna die, die in the safe spot. Alright, Deirdre, you're gonna pop all your mitts now. Pop all your mitts. Okay, one more. Alright, good job. You did it. Alright, everyone stack up tight in front. Healer LB3 now. Get your dead teammates off the ground. Please healer LB3 now. Yeah, healer LB3 now. Get your dead teammates off the ground. Don't DPS LB, please. Okay. That sucks. Because if your team needed that later, now they don't have it. Okay, Sword Omen. Find the safe quarter and go away. We're going through the queen. Go straight through the queen. Yeah, don't burn the DPS like that, or don't burn the LB like that, because Might use it later. All right, avoid these turrets. All right, light curtain now. Dispel all the buffs. All right, there's a ball right in front of the queen. If you're not reflecting, get away from that. Yep. Okay, that's why we save our LB. Everyone get inside the bubble. Everyone get inside the bubble. All right, good job. Oh, was that a dice at the end? Nice. Hopefully that got some people off the ground. All right. Thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate you being here. If you gotta go, then thank you for being here. But if you can hang out for a few more moments, we're gonna take a picture against the back tree, and then we're gonna do our dog walk to celebrate all of our people who are participating here on Lego Steppers with us for the first time. Heading to the airport. Damn. This man's cutting it close. All right, appreciate you being here. Have a good trip, man. 2 deal clears. Yo, I wish. I think the most I've had was like about I want to say 32. It wasn't like 40 or anything like that. It was like I want to say 32, or maybe like low 20s. I don't know. Maybe I'm just misremembering it. I know there was like a 2 in there somewhere. Now we got 1, 2, 3. At least according to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Not bad, not bad. All right, yeah. Loot your chest here. There's like 4 items in this thing, so make sure you have enough space. If you gotta go, then thank you for being here. But if you can hang out for just a few more minutes, like I want to say 10 at max, we're gonna take a picture here. Yo, Deirdre, come up here. Come up here. I want to make sure we commemorate the day you solo tank the queen. All right, come on back to the tree here. All right, I'm assuming everyone who wants to be here is here. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna take a G pose here. Hold on, before I do that, I'm gonna meteor shower. All right. All right, and I am going to take a picture of our achievements here. Oh, I gotta make this bigger. There we go. All right, I'm gonna put this in victory lap here. If I can find the channel. There it is. All right. All right, we got